we have 5 classes of human being. Number one, we have the Oba and his children. They are first class. They have immunity. Anytime the Oba of Benin pass away or his children pass away, they have to use our own people to bury them. So that is number one. Number two, we have the second class. That is, they have immunity. You don't use them for sacrifice. They are both. These are the brothers of the Oba. That is number two. Then number three, we have the ACCAC. Some people are calling themselves ACCAC. When Olumide Akpata, that former governorship, because they went to Oba Palace, say, I'm from this palace. Oba Iwari say, second say, no. I have asked them, they say, you are not from here. You are ACCAC. The ACCAC are the people that came from Ife. They are the original ACCAC. Do you know what is ACCAC? These are freeborn. Freeborn. You understand? They have immunity. You don't use them for anything sacrifice. ACCAC are those families that came from Ife. Some of them get Labo, like the Oloton royal family, Bamiwo family, Oni family. Yeah, and these are the ACCAC. They are even chiefs family. They are from Ife. I belong to the fourth group. We are known as Oviomba. I will not lie. I swear to God. We are known as Oviomba because
Lanky too, because it's not
Oviomba. Let them be denying their class. I don't deny my class. If I deny my class, God will punish me. So now, people like us are now regarded as Oviomba. Oviomba means slaves to the Oba. Then we Oba Benin can decide to use us for sacrifice, or can anything you want to do with us. We are when we go to the Oba Palace, we are not even talking about this generation. We will say this is how we say it in Oba Palace. Before you can speak in Oba Palace, maybe they are trying to hide it now. You will say, Oba talk, he say, Oba, may you live longer. You will say this.
Okay, welcome back. This is our late hour broadcast. I decided to come live because of some of the things I'm seeing on social media. So I did not plan to stream late hour today. I wanted to have some rest, but what I'm seeing on social media pushed me out. Okay, and we are going to go through those things. We have Evans Ike. I see you, Evans Ike. We also have Amadichi Gozie in the house. And we have Petra. Petra, I see you. Petra, you're welcome. You're welcome. So let's just wait for some minutes. So before we start, let's just wait for some minutes. Do me a favor, like the video, please. Like, because this is late hour. I know many of you, many people will be sleeping at this hour. In different land, this is going to 2 a.m. So it's quite late, very, very late. Anyway, but some of us that are living in diaspora, like America, like some part in Europe, some in Asia, I think the time is favorable. It's not all that bad.
This is what you should say before the Oba. You say, let me use English to say, let me use my, they say I'm not a Benima. Let me use Benin and English to say it. Oba talk by Kime, Kegbeme, Kibime, Oviewe Mahim. Meaning, translation in English mean me, my father, my mother, my children, and my entire family. We are all slaves to the Oba of Benin in this very world we are. And if we pass away, we come another world. We will start from where we stop in this life. From another generation, we will still continue to be slave forever and ever. You will say this before you can say anything you want to say before the Oba. This is 100% truth. Now, that is the fourth class where we belong to. People that belong to fourth class, they are now claiming third class. I'm sorry for them. Now, the fifth class is called Ovioma. Ovioma means we that are slaves, we are even empowered by the Oba to also have slaves. You understand? So Ovioma means, I don't want to measure the tribe. All those tribes that are surrounding Benin, let me just measure their names. Let me just measure their names. No, let me just measure their names. According to the Benin law and custom, that's where I'm quoting from. I have the book, Benin law and custom. Now, Urobo, Isoko, Igbo, Then others, all those Kukuruku, what they call those Aruchi people, all of them are regarded as Ovioma according to the Benin law and customs. So now that is a group. So that is why you see, anytime you see a gathering of the Igbos, I said Igbo, all those Delta Igbos, all those Urobo, all those Esa, all those people, all those around in before we started this movement, when they want to make marriage, they will first of all ask, is anybody from Oba Palace here? That is to show that they are not saying that Oba Palace, they are referring to the Oba, his children, his family, and this is his people. If these people, they are talking from number 1 to number 3, they are not there. They want to break Kola. They say, okay, they are not there. We that are the slave to the Oba, is any slave here? There's any Binima here? Anybody who say Binima?
I don't die.
Is any Binima here? He say, yes, so a slave will come and break Kola. Excuse me. Excuse me, sir. So now, do you know what they did? That's what they did. Say, we, the slave, even have rights. That's why if you see a Benin man, he will be raising ego that the Oba of Benin have promoted him. Even being a slave is even higher than the rest people around that very place. So now we have 5 classes of human being. So now what they did, there's one other one called Igbo, which is supposed to be ceased, but it's not recognized in Benin law and custom. Igbo are people from Delta Igbo. You understand? Delta Igbo. I am not the one saying it to this, the Benin law and custom, their tradition. Those Igbo are being regarded as Igbo. They have a very, if you have your own house now, you just have somewhere like a hunt, just like when you have animal in your compound. That is how they rear the Igbos in those days. I'm not talking about the Igbo from the other side, or those ones they capture around Delta. They call them Igbo. Igbo no mama. That is something that I've known. I think this word is a Yoruba word. So the Oba Benin bring this word. Igbo. Igbo no mama. You understand? No something. Igbo, that is Igbo. That is how they used to do it. This is our class. Me, myself, I am a slave. But today I say, no, I'm no longer doing slave again. I want to be free. But the only thing that is surprising me, a slave like me will come out and be telling the whole world that he belongs to the 3rd class.
Those Okwane people that are saying that the word Igbo means slave, I believe this video have revealed to you people why you people are rejecting that name Igbo. Igbo have always been the name of Bia-speaking people. Igbo does not mean slave. Some Okwane people, if you call them Igbo, it makes them angry because they believe that the name Igbo means slave. And that is what they are being called by Benin Kingdom in the past. The man that said all those things in that video is called Omofi Ogiso. He is a descendant of the Ogiso dynasty. Today, Ogiso is being called Ogiamien. They are Igodomi people. Benin people you see today are not Idu people. Benin people are originally Yareba people from Ile-Ife. All those families that he mentioned in that video are families that came with Prince Oromiyan, a Yareba prince from Ile-Ife. They invaded that Idu land with that prince. After the invasion, they started using the Aboriginal people in that land for slavery. The Aboriginal people in that land are Igodomi people, Igbo people, Esan people, Urobo, and Isoko people. These people were living in that land before these Yareba people, now called Bini, invaded that Idu land. Yareba people conquered that land and they established the Oba dynasty. Since the ancient times, Bia-speaking people are called Igbo. Igbo means ancient, Ndebo. In that video, he said that Benin Kingdom are using other tribes indigenous in that Idu land for slavery. He said that what Benin people call Igbo people is Igbon. They know they call Igbo people Igbon. Say, na name where they just give Igbo people. That name Igbo is the name of Igbo people. So as they catch all those slaves, they call them Igbo, which is their name. The ancestors of we Okwane people come pass that knowledge, give their children. Then they tell their children, say, that name Igbo means slave. Because now waiting Benin Kingdom, they call them when they use them for slavery those days. That was the reason why Okwane person go tell you, say, stop to they call am Igbo. Say Igbo means slave. This information is what Benin people wrote in their history book. This will not be church or church making this person just come they talk. That man there is telling us the facts. The name of the Bia speaking people in this country since history have always been Igbo. Igboku in Anambra State is older than Benin Kingdom. Igboku in Anambra State is older than the Ogiso dynasty. They are called Igbo Uku. Isu people in Imo State and in Anambra State, since their history, they are called Igbo. Nri people, since their history, they are called Igbo. All these Igbo regions are older than Benin Kingdom. So, no be Benin people give us that name Igbo. So, as Benin Kingdom come they sell.
Okay, so I think I need to stop it here. Let's go to the reason why we are here. I noticed that people that are watching now, many of the people watching now are not actually for this platform, because I have seen the number of people that like the video, only 4 people. And when I said the pool, people that said they don't want to like the video outnumbered those that want to like the video. That means basically people that are watching the video now are those who don't like what we do here in the platform. Only 4 people have voted, and 2 said yes, 2 said no. That's why my percentage says 50-50, which is not supposed to be. The platform is not meant for enemy. So why must I have more enemy than people who actually follow us here? I think before you subscribe to someone's platform, you must like what the person is doing. You don't subscribe out of pity. But that's what we're seeing now. I see some people on the Maureen, Chidemma. If you have not liked the video, please like the video. I want to outnumber those who don't like what we do here. So I don't like the idea of our enemies outnumbering those that actually love what you do. I don't like it at all. But let's see how far we can go on this one. 7 people have liked the video, and currently we have 11 people watching, but 4 people, answered. I said that poll just to know. That poll always helped me to know, to monitor what is going behind the scene. But what I can see is 4 people managed to click cast the vote. 2 said yes, the other 2 said no. So that's what I can see here. Now, I am here just to go through few things, not to talk about the video that I just played. And I just played it for just to pass time. Even though what he said there is very, very crucial, very, very important, but that's not why we're here. So I'm gonna start with this one. Then after this, we'll now move to what happened in Nigerian football yesterday, because Igbo players are being dragged by Yoruba people. Being dragged by Yoruba people. You see, one thing I notice is that many Yorubas love it when they have issue with Igbos, and they always want to talk about it in a negative way. Some Yoruba will say, yeah, Igbo people also drag us. I understand. But sometimes you don't need to drag somebody who is not dragging you. Why don't you just wait? And like me now, if you ask me to pick bigotry in Yoruba land, I will mention their names. That's why no matter what I say, I cannot just say all the Yorubas are. Sometimes I may say Yoruba people, say this or do this, it does not mean in the entire Yorubas. There are some Yorubas that are actually very, 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 understandable and knowledgeable. I'm not talking about those who are certificated, who carry certificate around, around and parade themselves as educated. No, I'm talking about those who can think, those who know what it means to be human being. You understand? So that's what I'm talking about. Not anybody that just want to, bomb me. No. Some of them don't represent Yoruba. Some Yorubas actually hate what some of them do. But, you cannot force anybody. You can't force anybody. You can only suggest, and people have the final say. People have the final say. So this is late hour, very, very late hour. And please make sure you like the video. Now, many of you know this, our brother here. Many of you know him, and sometimes his video is, sometimes he passes very important information in a comic way, like in a joking manner, and put some laughing, what they call that, not emoji, like a kind of what content creators normally do. I do it myself, when you put like no be you be that, that kind of thing in some of his video while passing a very serious information. So when you make a video, anytime you made a post or record yourself and say something, and people that shared that video of yours as an Igbo man, and mainly Yorubas, go and revisit that your video, there's something wrong with it. They don't share video that promotes your inheritance or your identity, video that is more knowledgeable, that will give you credit, or your tribe credit. They will not share it. Yes, they will not, no matter what, they will not. Even sometimes, even if you want to pay them to do it, like those of them in Rise and channels, they're not going to accept it. They will tell you that Ministry of Communication and Nigerian, what they call that, they are being restricted, they are being handicapped to talk about it and to even pass a very vital, they will not. They will not. So, but if you record a video, if you record a video and start talking about something that is somehow against your people, even if that thing you're saying is truth, and you just want to say it for sake of knowledge, it's okay. But guess what? As long as they are sharing it and talking about it, there is something wrong in that thing. Yes, what you are saying is true, but the way you pass the message, or when you pass the message, means a lot to them, and they don't talk about their own. We always want to get everything right. That's why we don't know how to play politics. When you live in a country like Nigeria, that the so-called diversity in is their strength. So there's a strength in diversity. When you live in an environment like that, you also need to learn how not to live your life to promote another in the same group that you call country. You cannot just live your own life just to favor another people for sake of saying the truth or passing the truth. Sometimes you end up shooting yourself after exposing or revealing the so-called truth that somehow will appear to a kind of, that will not look good on your image. You have passed it, they will clap for you. The same hand that clap for you will not clap for you when you pass the same another truth that is against their own tribe. They will not. I don't. All this while, since I started creating content, recording video, there's one thing that I'm afraid of. I don't want people to see me as somebody who hates a tribe, who antagonize another tribe. But no matter how you avoid it, the whole thing will keep on staring on your face. So that's why I keep on emphasizing on my emphasizing that I am not hating Yoruba tribe. There are some Yoruba that are very, very good. Like one of our brother here, Dele Cletus. I have his number. He follow me here and even on another platform. When he talk, you can feel human being. Like Dele Momodu. I don't know him, he don't know me, but when you listen to him, you can feel that he's not. That's different. Mayegu died. In as much as Mayegu is not somebody that appreciates like PM and Biafra movement now, no. But I can't hold that on him. But you can't compare Mayegu with those people, those mushrooms on social media. I'm not saying Mayegu because he's somehow picking on Tinubu. Picking on Tinubu is not my problem. It's not my problem. But can you accept that your tribe, when your tribe make a mistake, can you say that they make a mistake? Or we can only celebrate and clap and share when other people talk about their own mistake? If I can talk about my mistake and you are hiding your mistake, how can we move? How do you think we move forward? Because that means you have not accepted that you make a mistake. So how will I be sure that you are not going to make that mistake again? But you actually want me to talk about my own, and you help me to amplify it to aid that I talk about my own. So your duty is to remind my children that so yeah, your great grandfather did this thing, and when they say I'm not sure, they will say, okay, your father made a video reacting on that video, see what your father said. They will never talk about their own. Do you know that no Yoruba, I have not seen any Yoruba person, both the one that I consider as a good person and from Yoruba, that have condemned Awolowo. I have never seen a Yoruba man, both on audio and even in a video or one-on-one conversation, that condemn Awolowo. They will never. I have not seen any Yoruba man that condemn Awolowo. But the Igbo man will condemn Zik. Some condemn Ojukwu, not all. Some praise Zik. But unanimously, I have not seen a Yoruba man condemning Awolowo. Never. He said that you will be hearing Baba Awolowo. But when you picture Nigeria as an entity, you will see a lot of flaw from Awolowo. Nobody is holy, but the Awolowos ought to be their own holy. Now, all this I'm saying now is because of the video that this guy made. His video. And that's the video I'm talking about is this one. Let's quickly listen.
You see, it is no longer news that the Igbo man is not fairly treated.
Sorry, I thought the video is out there. I don't know that it's only my picture. I don't. Okay, I'm gonna take it back. Okay, the video that I was talking about is this guy. I don't know that I didn't know that you are not seeing it. We have Esther. Esther, I see you. Christopher, greetings to you. There, Womazukai. We outnumber our enemies. That's exactly what I want. Let me check. That's a very good news. I don't want them to. No, it's not. It's unfair now. How can I have a platform that Biafrans are here? Even non-Biafrans watch. Some of them, how can they? Yeah, at least 70, 78, 9 is okay. Out of 9 people that voted in 16 minutes, okay, so 22 is manageable because it's late hour. So our enemies all keep late, so they are keeping late hour. I don't know where they're. So probably most of them are abroad. They're not in homeland. But let's move. I'm happy. It's better. Thank you so much, Christopher, for calling my attention on that. And we are gonna continue from where we start. So this guy is Igbo guy, our brother, and hear what he said. And people that share it, I got it from Yoruba platform, Yoruba guy platform. Okay, now listen.
You see, it is no longer news that the Igbo man is not fairly treated in Nigeria. What we see, we have always highlighted the systematic injustice, the exclusions, and all of that. But what if I told you that some of the decisions of our past Igbo political leaders partially contributed to this situation that has lasted till today? Hell. Now, the essence of this video is not to discredit anybody's legacy. I have huge respect for our legendary political figure. But the essence of the video is for us to highlight some bitter truths and learn some hard lessons. Because it is not every time that you point fingers at other people. Sometimes you look inwards. You get it? Our people used to say that a man who doesn't know where rain started beating him will definitely not know where his body dried up. If you don't explain to a blind man the person that actually died in the community, he will cry for the living. A lot of people are screaming freedom, but not many people understand why the freedom is proving to be difficult. Now, if you are a very sentimental or emotional person, you can skip at this point because we are about to hit some very hard points. The first thing I want you to notice is this. Following independence in 1960, the Nigerian political leaders and intellectual leaders of the time came together to draft a constitution for the new nation. Chief Anthony Enahoro, who was the leader of the Midwestern region, proposed that there should be a secession clause in the constitution. And this guarantees that if at any point, any region no longer feels comfortable in the union, they can constitutionally start their withdrawal process. You get it? He got some support because a lot of people didn't understand how the multi-ethnic new nation was going to work out. But guess the person that opposed that proposal? It was our own Chief Nnamdi Azikiwe. You don't know. You see, Chief Zik was such a nationalist to a fault. So he not only opposed that proposal, he saw the people proposing it as enemies of Nigerian unity. How? And because of Chief Zik's influence, he was able to galvanize support to, counter that proposal. And that particular constitution and every other subsequent constitution till today haven't made any provision for, referendum. And that is why agitation in Nigeria is a little bit complicated. You get it? Now, am I blaming Chief Zik? No. He stood for what he believed in. And I'm not somebody that will blame a man for standing up for his ideologies, except if they are extreme and dangerous. But there are a few things we can pick out and learn from this. No matter how confident you are in your plan A, always make room for a plan B. A madman said that the only reason why he does his sign of the cross in front and then does the amen at the back is because nobody knows where the savior is going to come from. You don't know. No matter how relaxed you think a place is, always devise your exit plan before you enter. Because people change and circumstances change. But one hard truth we must accept is that our Eastern leaders in the early post-independent Nigeria did not feel any need to give their people an exit route just in case of eventuality. Yay! So having noted that, let's take a step forward to January 15, 1966, after the very first coup that happened in Nigeria. And I'm sure we all understood what happened during that coup. Although I have made videos in the past to establish that that coup was not an Igbo coup. But one truth we must also accept is that 70% of the people that participated had Igbo names. And those officers made a mistake. They thought they were going to save the country, but they were being naive and reckless. And then I'm sure we also know that Major Aguiyi Ironsi, who was also supposed to be assassinated, mounted a resistance and crushed the coup. And so he became the first Nigerian military head of state. So what it means is that that coup did not succeed. And in any country of the world, if you are planning a coup, two things should be on your mind. It's either you succeed or your own is finished. Because a coup is the worst form of treason, and no state pardons that. You get it? But Major Aguiyi Ironsi decided to put the coup plotters in detention facility without trying them. And that decision made the rest of the country to now further believe that there was an Igbo agenda, and that Aguiyi Ironsi was part of that agenda, and that he was protecting his own. You get it? And to further make matters worse, Nigeria was operating a federal system of government where each region had considerable power over their resources. Major Ironsi suspended that and introduced a unitary system where power was centralized at the federal military government. Now, you are in a country as head of state. You have already seen how the people feel like there is an Igbo agenda to dominate the country. You still went ahead to introduce a system of government that gives you absolute power and makes you look like an emperor. It's just like seeing Amadi
Easy way, I agree with you.
Down Iroko trees with his bare hands. You now decided to give him a machete. And in as much as Ironsi's tenure did not last for him to fully implement his ideas, and you have already seen how the people feel like there is an Igbo agenda to dominate the country. You still went ahead to introduce a system of government that gives you absolute power and makes you look like an emperor. It's just like seeing Amadi Ohaditeiti cutting down Iroko trees with his bare hands. You now decided to give him a machete. And in as much as Ironsi's tenure did not last for him to fully implement his ideas, and then Gowon implemented it with reckless abandonment, but we must accept that it was one of our own that set us on that path. We take note of that too. Again, during Ironsi's short reign as head of state, there was a young military officer from Niger Delta named Isaac Atakaboro, who formed the Niger Delta Volunteer Force and declared the Niger Delta Republic as an independent state because of what he called resource exploitation. And in normal military fashion, Ironsi didn't believe in diplomacy or dialogue. He ordered full military action against Boro and his men. And in just 12 days, Boro's men were neutralized and Boro was captured. And immediately, Mejoagu Ironsi tried Boro in a military court, and he was sentenced to death for treason. How? Meanwhile, the coup plotters have not been tried. So the rest of the country began to see it as selective justice. You get it? And then, incidentally, the officer that led that federal government military action in Niger Delta, who captured Boro, happened to be Dean Odumegwu Ojukwu, who would eventually become the Biafran leader. But then, shortly, Ironsi was overthrown and Gowon took over. And then he released Boro and reinstated him into the Nigerian military. And then shortly after that, after the failure of the Aburi Accord, Ojukwu declared Biafra as an independent state. And when the map of Biafra was drawn, it included the Niger Delta area, the same area that Boro fought for. You get it? And there was never a time it was recorded that Ojukwu reached out to Boro to say, sorry for what happened before. Come, let us form an alliance and fight together. And maybe Boro felt neglected. You drafted the area I fought for as part of your new republic without reaching out to me. So Boro now fought on the Nigerian side. And because he was from the Niger Delta and he understood the terrain of the creeks, he was able to lead the Nigerian forces to penetrate Biafra through those creeks. Maybe if Ojukwu had reached out and if Boro had fought on the Biafran side, maybe Biafra would have stood, a greater chance. Or even if there was a ceasefire, they would have gotten, a better deal. You get it? Because sometimes when I listen to some of our, people talk, they say that the Niger Delta betrayed the Igbos during the war. But listening to the story of Boro, I don't think I would really blame him. And the Igbo nation have been treated in a certain kind of way ever since the war ended. God have mercy upon us. And as of today, anytime we talk about a referendum, the country reminds us that it was actually one of our own that said together forever. Anytime we highlight how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had been unfairly treated, judging by how other freedom fighters have been treated, people also highlight the issue of selective justice during that of the military regime of one of our own. Anytime we talk about restructuring, they will remind us that it was actually one of our own that destroyed the same system that we are trying to implement again now. I know that some of you will ask me, Jalof, how old are you? How do you manage to know all of these things? I'm not going to tell you. And like I said, the reason why I'm making this video is simple. If we do not review the past, we cannot correct the present, and we cannot save the future. And then it is also to remind our political leaders of today that every decision they take, no matter how little, might have eternal consequences on the future of millions of their people. Now, for every time they make a decision for their selfish political gains, they put the future of millions of people in jeopardy. You get it? For every time they sit in the chambers and watch laws that will affect their people being made without challenging it, they become complicit. For every time, things are being shared and their people don't get their equal share and they keep quiet, they become a part of the evil. Because any political power that is not being used to affect the life of your people is nothing but power oil. Power we?
Okay, I believe you have listened to him. Whether what he said is true or not, I'm not here to tell you that it's a lie. No, I don't need to, because I don't know. But I have issue with this issue, some of the things he said. I have issue with some of them. Those are our leaders, those are brothers then, those are people in the leadership then. Do they make mistakes? Yes. All of them made mistakes. At some point, Gowon made. At some point, even the Dakaburu that you're talking about also made a mistake. Even what the name of Awolowo made a mistake. But if their mistake later caught up with them or with our people, must we continue suffering from that? Is that like you are because they will translate your video a kind of a validation to marginalizing our people, the marginalization. This thing you said here happened years ago, and our people have suffered for that. Just like when they focused on coup, Igbo coup, that Northern has died, that the Western has died, that Igbos did not die. But nobody will tell you that there's a counter coup. Nobody will tell you that's what is called pogrom. That our people was massacred in the north because of that coup. In other words, that was a very hefty revenge. We have paid the price. In fact, that is not even price. That is way far than the so-called price we are talking about. Yet, you are still going through all those things. It was the revenge that they shown to our people that actually pushed Ojukwu to start considering of, moving away from one central unit in Nigeria to regional government. Because what the agreement they reached in Aburi was all about regional government. Not even total independent of our people. No. Regional government. We still be one, but regional government, you manage from your own side. Do you understand? You manage your own region, I manage my own region. That was the agreement in Aburi. But you see, when somebody talk too much, sometimes the person will not talk with his sense. The history you are reading here, why don't you also? You should, like, if I'm the one and I want to tell this kind of story, what I will do in the midst of telling the story, you also need to tell what lead to those things. You did not tell us what was that thing that the Igbo soldiers saw that made them to start planning coup. Because the people will watch this video and feel like, okay, Igbos are very, very blood-testing tribe. They just want to shed blood. Why don't you include the reasons of the coup? And also tell the story of other coup that followed later. Because that was the first coup in Nigeria. That was the first one. Even Buhari carried out a coup. Where is the repercussion of his own coup? They later blessed him with another to become a civilian president. Obasanjo, allegedly followed in the Asaba massacre. Where is the repercussion? Nothing. But if you are saying that you are blaming Igbo people for not making provision for exit. When Igbo people insisted that, like, I'm not here to defend Zik. Zik is one of the worst of them all. And Zik's decision from A to Z favored Northerners and Yorubas. I have not seen in history of Nigeria, I have not seen any decision that come from Zik that our people will look at it and say, oh, wow, Zik of Africa, we are proud of you. Mention one. I have not seen anyone. That's why Ojukwu is in the lips of everybody, not Zik. Zik is just people that should be throwing party and doing his remembrance. It should be in the West and the North. But we are here reading this history. You don't bother to tell us what was that thing that the coup plotters saw that made them to start planning on how to carry out coup. But the video people will see it as if, wow. Like some of them are saying in the comment section, oh, that this is the Igbo, I don't know that Igbo will still have Igbo. There's a sensible person in Igbo like this guy. Oh, truth cannot be covered. Now let me go show you this. Keep quiet. Look at it. This truth, Igbos must accept. The mistake our current political leaders must not repeat. You are just yapping nonsense. And this is exactly what Igbo people are known for. We always want to, not everybody, some of them that are making this mistake, You always want to analyze what you are not sure of, like what you don't know. You want to analyze it. You want to analyze. That's why I always say that what I'm saying is based on what is on social media. So you're not gonna come back and say, "Kind report, you said this, but this." But I say what I said based on what I was seeing in that point in time. If there's any change later, I will still tell you there's a change. That is what I'm seeing. Like some of them are saying that Ogenkere is the one paying lobby that Nigerian government are talking about. I don't believe it because of what I'm seeing on social media. Do you understand? But if tomorrow the evidence surfaces that Ogenkere, that what we are thinking about his activities in Washington is not, anything is possible. I will still tell you, okay, we got this one wrong. I will see you on my platform and tell you that we got this one wrong. We, some of our followers here, don't like when we were very brutal in that, telling, being honest. What this guy said here, honestly, I don't like it at all. Now, the person that shared, you can see the person, a Yoruba person, Bachelor of Ada. He said, it is refreshing when you finally see an Igbo man not completely blinded by emotion and tribalism. Every issue the Igbos cry about in Nigeria was created by them. It's a lie. Namoda Azikiwe opposed the succession clause, okay, proposed by Obafemi Awolowo and made it treason to attempt such. Another lie. A way of elevating Awolowo and undermining your own people, and you are helping them to undermine it. Even the video that he himself recorded here, did he mention that Awolowo proposed that? No. But this one have to call Fakuyi Awolowo's name in the story so that it will look like Awolowo have been the one that says tomorrow. Do you get the point? And is, like I said, Zik, they say, oh, Zik is a nationalist. No. Zik is one of the worst things that comes from our land. One of the worst. We still have people like that are in the same class with him, but those ones are still in the school, they're still studying. Zik has finished his own sabotage and his own senseless activities. That is why nobody is talking about Zik today. Nobody. That was the time Masakano said in one of his broadcasts that a time will come when our people will go to his grave and dig him out and smash and burn his bones, because he messed up full time. Zik is nothing to write home about. Nothing to write home about. Guess why they put his name in the Naira? Because everything he did favored them. The level of idiocy and senseless. Yoruba have translated that his nationalist behavior as that he will want to conquer and take over that land. I've seen some of the videos like that. I've seen so many videos like that. But that's not what it is. That's not what it is. We are going to, touch all those things. And I honestly, this kind of video, I would have loved to do it when people would listen to it live. Okay? I don't even have time to share it. I just shared it on my main platform, not even on WhatsApp or individual, share it to individual and all that. I did not even do that. I don't know if our people are watching or not. I have only 19 views because this is late hour. Normally by now we'll be running up, but now we have not even crossed one hour. Okay, so this is just 44 minutes to the program. You cannot just ignore all the things that lead to some of the things. How can you say that Zik is the one that created it? Zik is the one that said that Sipo should not be in our region. Zik is the one that says you should not, Igbos are not meant to be a president. Imagine all that effort of Zik. Zik couldn't even emerge as a president of Nigeria. All this Zik we are hearing. When I was in primary school, it was, you know, the way they're parading Zeke's name in school, then you would think that he's one that created and formed Africa. Zeke of Africa, Zekism. You know, this hype for someone that don't even think about your existence. Ojukwu was the one that was able to analyze the movement and the agenda very, very well. Now, this guy, I honestly, I don't know his platform. I would have just followed him now to know other things that he will say. Because this video shouldn't just end like that. You are trying to lie to people. What did the Northerners, what were they doing? What did they do? You know, one of the reasons I was told that triggered to that coup is this thing that is happening now. They wanted to start it initially, starting from Yoruba land. Igbos refused to team up the way Yoruba and Northerners teamed up now. Northerners approach Igbo people for them to work together to deal with Yoruba. Igbos said no, they want to maintain, they want to make everybody just enjoy, live and let's live. Northerners, okay, they now move to side Yoruba and look at the whole way the whole thing is now. And you are talking about that Zeke refused to give that clause. So where is Zeke now? Where is Zeke now? Zeke is not here, right? So you are still maintaining that Zeke says, and as if you actually care about what his statement. Is it the only thing that he said that you guys has changed? It's not the only thing. But guess what? Freedom is not actually, you are not the one to give Igbo people freedom. Not Nigerian government. Anybody that is expecting Nigerian government to give you freedom, you are not only stupid, you are mad. It is not possible. No matter how you want to be nice, they will not give it to you. Sensible people that run country elsewhere, like in Europe, cannot even just give it to you. They can't. So it's not, they don't give it like that. Nobody will just give you freedom. No, you have to stand up and do what you're supposed to do and free yourself. That is why a pregnant woman always wait for the child in the womb to start agitating. That's when they will tell you that the woman is going, passing, is having a kind of labor. You're passing through labor. Because the child is what they requested to come out. It is you that are held down that need to agitate for them to free you. Without it, they will pin you down forever. Forever. And you can't do anything about it. That's exactly what we're talking about. I don't like the video. I don't like it at all. In as much as what he said may be true, like I said, I don't know. I'm not here to validate what he said or not, because I don't think that what he said requires any logical reason. Okay. So let's continue. He said, Nnamdi Azikiwe opposed the succession clause proposed by Obafemi Awolowo and made it treason to attempt such, which I don't think is true. The first coup plotters in Nigeria were mostly young Igbos officers, and the coup resulted in Aguiyi Ironsi, an Igbo man, becoming the head of state. He refused to try the coup plotters, which resulted in the coup becoming fashionable in Nigeria. The same Aguiyi Ironsi abolished the regional system of government and introduced the unitarian system. The first attempt of succession was the declaration of the Niger Delta Republic. Okay, spearheaded by Isaac Adakaboro. Aguiyi Ironsi neutralized Boro's men immediately and sentenced him to death, why Igbo coup plotters kept enjoying special treatment in prison. Guess who led the military actions against the first secessionist Isaac Adakaboro and his men? Chukwuemeka Ojukwu. Chukwuemeka Ojukwu later started his own secession attempt. Less than a year later, Igbo men hypocrites. Now listen, he started his own less than a year later. Now, Ojukwu did not start secession. Let us be real here. Ojukwu requested for regional system of government that you guys tagged that Aguiyi rejected, meaning that you guys was proposing for that and Aguiyi refused. Then Ojukwu now agreed to that thing that you guys requested. Everybody go on your place. Let's do this regional system. Gowon said, okay. He agreed. But immediately he noticed that Britain are not happy with it. Because think of it. If you have regional system of government, that means people that own oil will have more access to the oil and protect the border and everything. It's not going to be agreement between Sultan of Sokoto and that is all. So that is what happened here. So Ojukwu requested for regional system, which the regional system is aka restructuring. That all of you now agree, oh, Nigeria need to be restructured. Oh, state police, regional police, and all that. That everyone is now talking about. And you guys refused by Gowon, right? Because in your own history, Aguiyi rejected it. Now the question is it about who initiated it and who abolished it, or is it about what we actually give you your own life and protect you and protect others? What you are saying is just like somebody who said, I don't want to get married. You don't want to get married. You don't want to be a family person. You don't want to bear children, because if you marry now, you are helping womanhood. The women, you are helping women. You forgot your own benefit when you get married. You are to you now when you go out and pick a woman, a lady that you are married, you want to marry, that you are helping the woman. You are not making the person look responsible that woman is married to a man. And you that is a man, you undermine your own status, what you will gain when you're married. You don't keep, for the sake of not making women feel that you are helping them, you don't want to marry. Meaning why? Punishing yourself. Because the regional system that you're talking about, you guys refused. Gowon refused. How is Gowon's village today? I'm just asking, genuine question. How is Gowon's village today? How is Yoruba land? How is it? Is it protected now? You formed that Moteku because you don't have regional government, and you formed it before even people from Ojukwu formed ESN. Ojukwu people can go to Ojukwu's house now, sleep and wake up, no problem. Can Gowon do the same? Can Gowon go to his village now? Typical black people. Because you don't want to, let's say, okay, you guys refuse, okay, because of that, let's just forget about it. Madam Origin, I see you. I see you. So this kind of thing is shocking. It's shocking. That's why some of you believe that Igbo people hate Nigeria. Oh, they hate Nigeria. Nobody wants Nigeria. Nobody hates anybody. We're actually looking for a better way to save lives and actually save our own. That is it. I don't care about what you want to do in your region. As long as it's not demanding people's life, I cannot go against it. If Nigeria is working, let's be real. If Nigeria, after passing through all those things that you guys are using to antagonize all that, people, making it look like our people are very bad and all that. Every country in this world passes through such challenge. What they do is they will call for national conference, center the conversation on how to get this right, how to save life and property, how to advance this country, how to make the country be, one in terms of the template to follow. No matter how radical you think you can be in Islam, please remove anything Islamic law again, remove it away, take it away from anybody that's not a Muslim. That you're a Burman, you're a Yoruba man, does not mean that everything must be in Yoruba land. You guys started partitioning this hate, just to started sharing it everywhere. That is why when I heard that Yoruba families in Yoruba land, they teach their children how to hate Igbo people and all that. That is where I conclude that there's nothing whatsoever that will make a Nigerian to work. Never, ever. Ever. It's not possible. If you like, start whatever conference you want to start now, it's not going to help anything. Just yesterday, Nigerian national team played in AFCON, right? They played in AFCON, and one of the player, because they played against Morocco, and it happened that the match was tough. I don't watch it. I don't pay attention to whatever is going on in their sports, in Nigerian football or whatever. But when you check on social media, everywhere they are talking about Igbo people that played penalty and miss their penalty. Samuel Chukwueze, the guy you are seeing here now. So these people, Yorubas and Hausas, few of them Fulanis, but mainly Yorubas. Okay, yesterday in one of my videos, I talked about it. I said that people should learn from this. If you are living in America, in Europe, in Asia, in any part of the world, and you have a child that is talented in playing football, this idea of nationalizing to national team of Nigeria, you need to rethink. You need to rethink. That's why I said P2P is going to bring disaster to Igbo people. Okay, because I know what Britain will. My mind is telling me I'm just kind of predicting what may happen. Okay, if care is not taken, they will put P2B as president, and that is not going to do you any good as an Igbo man. It's actually a trap. It will be a kind of avenue to deal with you, to make you look like you are bad. Use what happened in Lagos State to know what will happen when P2B become president. Do you think that if P2B is president of Nigeria and P2B say, okay, we are going to initiate tax, you think they will not protest against it? And in that is when you know that protest in Nigeria is a civil right. Why? Because that protest is against Igbo man. Igbo people we need to learn something. We need to see through all those things. It's no longer hidden. It's staring on our faces. Yeah, Samuel Chukwueze, a footballer, with another Igbo guy, two of them missed their penalty, and Morocco won that match. Internet is all over. Everybody is all over Chukwueze. Insulting Chukwueze like as if he committed murder. And in fact, let me quickly go to some of the posts so that you understand what I'm talking about. This is one. Let me start from here. This is Hussein Rufai is condemning that this guy Arise News anchor is condemning the attack. He said, "You see how they divide Nigeria? I condemn." Now, Arewa ex influencers, Saraki takes on super ego player Samuel Chukwueze over his penalty miss during Nigeria match against Morocco. Okay, this is Linda Ikeji. Okay, Linda Ikeji is talking. Now, Linda Ikeji is an Igbo lady. Okay. Now, this person, look at what that was. They said Samuel Chukwueze, an Igbo boy, cost us a place in the AFCON final with that useless penalty he played. I am suspecting he did that in solidarity with Biafra, because there is no way you are convincing me that there's no way you are convincing me that wasn't intentional. There's no way you're convincing me that wasn't intentional. Now, you may think that he's only one. No. Listen. So any of you going back, I want to pick Nigerian army form. God forbid, I don't pray for any bad thing to happen to you. But if anything happened to any Igbo man now, because he's building in Lagos or in Kano, because he's serving in a power holding and something happened to him, because he's working in an oil company, I don't feel anything. You see how I treated what is the name of this lady? The novel, this literature lady, the novel writer, what they call that? What is her name? Ngozi Achide. What's her name? What is her name? Someone should remind me on comment section. What is the name of that Igbo lady that is writing that novelist? Is that what they call that? What is her name? Ngozi somebody. That her son died in Lagos. You see how I just maintain my peace? Why? You have opportunity. You are in US. You are in US. And your son have health issue. You want to treat your son in Lagos. Really? Lagos is just big on paper. When it comes to Chidema, yes, Chidema, thank you so much. And that's someone is here, my sister. Thank you so much. I'm happy to see you. Adechi, thank you. You guys know the person I'm talking about. You see how I just maintain my peace? I don't want to talk about it, because if you fail to do what you're supposed to do, blame yourself. You are living in America. You have access to fly your son outside. Maybe you just came back. Bring your son down to East and treat. I know some of you will be laughing at what I'm saying, but I'm telling you the art of experience, and I will share my story with you now. If you have any health issue in Nigeria, I'm being real. Take that person to Enugu State. Take that person to hospital in Anambra. Look for good hospital in Anambra. Take that person to a good hospital in Imo State. Even if it's a private hospital, you see Eastern part, that is where you have qualified doctors. Take it to just maybe you are doubting what I'm saying about. Just keep it for yourself and save what I said now. I pray you are not going to witness any bad, but that is the reality. I lost somebody in Lagos State because of this same quack glorified hospital. In Lagos, in national, these are people, and most in Kipa as well. Jihadists are everywhere. Don't wait until they will start speaking for them before you know that most of the doctors there don't. As long as you're an Igbo person, they don't actually give a damn. They don't care. Last year, someone that's very, very close to me nearly passed away in Abuja. Why? Because Abuja one hospital, they will charge you, the price will be very, 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 very huge to make you think that That is what is going on. That this is the best hospital. But qualified doctors are in the East. People that scored very good mark in JAMB, that study and they fund themselves to go and study abroad. Some of them are back in the East doing very, very well. There are some hospitals in the East that if what happened to that his son wouldn't have happened to if she actually bring that her son in the East. But I can tell you that she may not have traveled to East for years now. Why? Because there's insecurity. There's insecurity. Ashocha. Eastern part is where you have qualified doctors and nurses. If you doubt, don't worry. There's a hospital in the East that I'm not going to mention now, that people from Cameroon are coming there to receive treatment. From people from Kenya, people from Uganda. Do you understand? In the East, private hospital, not government. Yes, it's very, very expensive. But if you see all these things, they are going to India, they can do very, very much better. I nearly lost somebody, if not because of that. They were, people will be wasting money in Abuja, in Lagos, in hospital, but they will undermine your place. Typically, man, we always want to glorify outsiders instead of embrace our own. Look at in producing, even assembling car, doing all those things. Someone, he's a local made, he's local made. But you go to China and begin to pack nonsense. We need to understand that most of the things that you are looking out is already in. Now, I'm not here for that though, but I just want us to understand that the hatred in them is not something that you can just overlook. Do you understand? You can't overlook it. My family, my own people, anybody that is sick, no matter where you are, as long as in Africa, you are going back to the East. If anybody can make it there, it's better. Unless you have money to go, maybe London, no problem, Europe. But as long as Africa is concerned, in fact, as long as Nigeria is concerned, East is the best way. Give it a try. You will not, but don't go to nearby caves. I'm talking about good hospital. Very, very good hospital. Not government general hospital. Don't go there because sometimes they don't have fuel in their generator. Maybe if you need oxygen, God forbid, you don't go there. If you have your money and you want to save life, there's some hospitals that will try. Give you a very good. They are not in Lagos. Lagos is just name. Look at what happened to her son. I believe she's one of those who believe that going to East is going back to desert. Oh, there's insecurity. Oh, insecurity. Just like Kubana Chief Priest was ranting on social media in the past, claiming that East is not habitable. But the flavor is hosting everything that he's doing in the East. People that are actually rooted from our place, they know. Flavor, when his father passed away, what did he do? Did he bury his father in the moon? The same Kubana Chief Priest was there in that burial. But he went on the BBC, was telling them that the reason why he moved his business from Imo is because of insecurity. Okay, I will check that later, Chichi baby. I will check that later. Madam Origin and Ada Simon, I greet all of you. Ada Simon, I did not know that you are here. If not, that this is your comment. Amadi Chigoze is here. So please, my people, we have to advise ourselves on things we need to do and when we need to do it. It's not about when they hate you. There's no two ways about it. I'm not making this video for you to hate Yoruba. Please, I'm not saying you should hate Yoruba. But one thing you need to know is that when you understand that you are not welcomed, you're actually saving yourself. I'm not saying you should start nursing hate on Yoruba people, but understand that you are not welcomed. The next thing you want to do is to enter your business. I cannot advise you on that one. I'm not saying you should hate Yoruba. If you see Yoruba, buy Yoruba. No. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that this little thing that you are managing to save to build yourself up, do not, focus on Yoruba land or other parts. Not because of any other thing. You have tested it, it's not working. Your parents have tested it, it didn't work. The same thing that happened to your grandparents is going to happen to you. What you need to do is to utilize what you have. God did not give us empty land. We are not even lacking land. There's so many land in the East, so many of them. Okay, so this idea of we are very small. What do you want to build? I don't want to stand like a land agent, but there's many land in our East, so many land there. Anybody telling you otherwise is lying. If you go to River State, there's so many land. You go to Delta State, there's so many land. You go to Ebonyi, there's so many land. If you go to Anambra, land is still there. Forget about this idea of even people don't have land. Hey, they want to expand. Some of us want to this experience going traveling to Kaduna is because that this feeling that my son is doing business in Jos. He's coming back in December. Oh, he will now look like a new creature, a new thing, that you don't know him because he's following one gongolo, 1911, bulletin toss now, Oyoguru na Bedugu. On about to buru ewu mpia ka ife na kpachara nkọ buru abata. No, he's back for Christmas. Hey, he's back. Lagos people is back. Hey, Lagos. Okay. All this is just old story. That thing that you think that you can get there, you can get it in the East. Some of you are dying for nothing in another man's land. I'm strong. I greet you. Greetings to you. So look at this our brother Chukwueze. Chukwueze is now going through depression because of what? No missing penalty. Okay, now this our brother here have something to say. Listen.
So I'm just coming from very dark man's page now, and I'm not surprised that people are dragging and causing the Igbos because Chukwueze missed the penalty. Pella made a voice note in his channel and said, Omo Igbo, Tunde Perry, Omo Igbo, everybody, Omo Igbo. Go to Twitter. 70% of those guys typing the nonsense, they are Yorubas. See the caricature you guys are making with the name Igbo because Chukwueze did nonsense in penalty. I'm officially joining that bank now. Yorubas, tell me your contribution in Nigeria. Apart from the ethnic group Igbos in Nigeria, there will be nothing like the Christian population of Nigeria. They're dealing with fast now. Tell me the contribution of the Yorubas in Nigeria. I think every other ethnic group in Nigeria should be grateful, should be appreciating the Igbo tribe in Nigeria because they have contributed significantly in all aspects in Nigeria. Now I'm dealing on facts. I'm coming to what is Yoruba's contribution in Nigeria. That is my topic of this video. Somebody is going to mention music that Yorubas are dominating music. This is now. People like Fela came up with this style of music, Afrobeat that is trending now. Igbos have dominated the music industry. People like Osita Ostadebe there. Go and check the record. Even if we are talking about the recent times here, we are saying that Yorubas are dominating the music industry. The highest ever streamed African song that has been produced is Love 180 by CK, an Igbo boy. The highest ever streamed song in Africa, Love 180 by CK, is a record. Go and check it out. When I mention Igbos in this video, I'm talking about the Eastern community because all the East are Igbos, except during the time that Yakubu Gowon in 1967 came and divided the East for the sake of war. So me, I am not acknowledging that division. All the Eastern communities are Igbos. The second ever stream song in Africa that have the stream song was produced by Rema. Rema is from Benin. That is number one. Yorubas in
Rema is not from Benin. I was used to think like that. Rema is from what's the name of this Igbo tribe that Benin is actually trying to enslave. Rema village is from Igbo community. Please, most of you, I believe that some of you know this better than me. What is that Rema's village in Edo State? These are Igbo tribe carved to just make Edo to become one state. What is the name of that? Is it Ika? Is it Ika land? Please, how many of you know Armstrong? Armstrong, are you still here with me? Rema is from. Hold on. Should I just ask Google? Rema village is just a moment. Let me quickly check it on. Rema, what is his village? Hometown. Quebec hometown. I think I know that Rema hometown. They said Edo State. No, hometown. I'm talking about Ibanke. What are you talking about? Ibanke. Rema is from Ibanke. Okay. Ibanke boy. Ibanke is Igbo. Go and check. Ibanke is Igbo tribe. But they're not even the one called guys now convert to go to Islam now. Burna Boy. Burna Boy is not a Yoruba person. Burna Boy is not a Yoruba man. I think his mother, or maybe his mother, he's not a Yoruba man. His mother is one of the dancers to Fela. A dancer. He's not a Yoruba. Burna Boy is not a Yoruba man. Let me check. Burna Boy. Burna Boy hometown. They say Port Harcourt. Okay? Port Harcourt. Real name Ebulowa Ogulu, but it's from River. I think the mother is somehow close to Yoruba people because the name also sounds like a Yoruba name, but it's from Port Harcourt. Port Harcourt and Yorubas have nothing in common. Nothing in common. Port Harcourt, I don't know, his village is not mentioned here. His village, like his kindred, is not mentioned here. Maybe after I will try and research more on that. All this thing is not because they will always want to grab anything wrong with it. Like I told you, this is just to set the record straight. I'm not saying you should hate Yoruba people, but we have to be real. The purpose of me doing what I'm saying now is for you to know that you are not welcomed. You are not welcomed. If you think you are welcomed, it's entirely your business. What you see, take. That's why if I see anybody now, I know the bother. Not now because there's no need. No matter what you say, Yeah, from a banker. A banker is a bakery, okay? So Makandina Rema is a man. He's not he's not Bini. Rema is not Bini man. That they carved him to Bini does not mean that he's a Bini person. Let's continue.
What is your contribution? You mentioning them. Don't curse and say you're mad, you're stupid. Those are nonchalant words. Mention fast. What is your contribution in Nigeria? Apart from producing the worst president that has ever been produced in Nigeria, tell me what else is your contribution. Let's go to invention. Check the record of all the inventors in Nigeria. Igbos have led the list. If not for the Igbos, there will be not a significant list of inventors in Nigeria. Go and check the record. Apart from the Igbos in Nigeria, Nigeria at large may not be considered as a developing country. Yes, I'm speaking fast. I'm not saying you're mad, you decrease. I'm speaking fast in this video. Apart from the Igbos, the Eastern community, Nigeria at large will not be considered as a developing country. Nigeria will be considered as an underdeveloped country. Because all the development in all the territories of Nigeria, we are mostly constructed and brought about by the Igbos. I'm talking about record here. For international recognition, apart from the Igbos, Nigeria may not be recognized internationally. Tell me who? Igbos are the only people that penetrate the territories of the world. There's this saying that says anywhere you go, you don't see an Igbo person there, go back. 50% of the Yoruba population, they have not stepped away from their territories, from their state. There are a lot of Yorubas that have been in your state since they born you. You will stay and die in your state without stepping to the next state. You are not good at traveling. The Arawa communities are not good at traveling too. Igbos are very good at traveling. Extending the culture of Africa to the territories of the world at large. International recognition. If you remove Igbos from international recognition, Nigeria alone will be suffering from international recognition problem. And number 5, let's come to the football that is causing problem now. The biggest footballer that Africa has ever produced is an Igbo person, is JJ Okocha. The time that Nigerians were actually very violent in football, going and grabbing cups, destroying all teams, destroying all countries, it was the time of JJ Okocha. Today, they have not been able to beat that record. Now, let's go to the players that were trending that time. JJ Okocha, number 1. Taribo West, them number 2. Kanu Wanko, them number 3. Miguel Obije. All of these are Igbos. Now, even the Super Eagles that is trending now, before they make mistake in penalties, they have been very, very good playing. Who are those playing? Oshimen, Igbo. Alex Iwobi, Igbo. Chukwueze himself, Igbo. Didi, Igbo. Emeka Milike. All of this, I'm going to leave this comment section open. Type all Igbo players in the comment section. You should be grateful to Igbo for being part of Nigeria. Wallahi, They have contributed significantly in all the sections of Nigeria. My question in this video is, Yoruba community, tell me your contribution in this country. Type it in the comment section. No, they type in the mad, the decrease. Tell me in the comment section. Mention them.
Okay, having said that, my brother, Osimhen is I don't know, you know, Bini, when everybody's not Bedo, I don't know if he's Bini man, but he's from Edo State. Okay, I'm not sure of his origin. I think he's Edo man, maybe Bini guy. Then I used to think that Taribo West, because of that West, I used to think that he's from Southwest Yoruba. Just last 2 weeks. Is it up to a month? I don't think it's a month. I just googled him, Taribo West, because of his. I saw his video, like pastoral video, where he's preaching and where he made a comment that, you know, I said, okay, this man, you don't sound like Yoruba. That's what I said in my mind. I just googled him, only for me to find out that he is from Delta State. Delta. Somebody said that Victor is a Esan. Not even a Doma. He's a man. Not even a Doma. Isan is not a Doma. Not even that Bini. Isan is more of Igbo than Yoruba. Isan is more, they have their own way of, you understand? But it's more of Igbo than Yoruba. Now, speaking of Nigerian national team, football, like my grandmother used to call that football. So speaking of that, you see, when you mention Nigerian team, people that won something, that achieved something in football, you cannot just, one of the worst thing anybody can do is out of being ignorant that some of this Indomie generation are talking about Igbo in that way. Football. Kano Wankwo, JJ, Ulisse, who claimed that he's no longer Igbo, but yeah, the bagodi. You talk of what is the name of this guy? So many of them. Uche Okafor, okay, Uche Okafor, Uche Chukwumeruje. So many of them, people that played ball there with a touch of Hausa people, Garba Lawa, Yashidi Akini is Yoruba. And Daniel Amokachi Amon Bebosi. Amokachi sounds like Igbo, but maybe Delta. But you cannot. What is the only Yoruba person which I'm not even sure that is the Yoruba? Okay, Peter Rufai, it should be Yoruba. Who again? Is it okay, Obafemi Martin? Okay, these are Yoruba. This is you can't compare them to what have come from Eastern part. You can't compare. You can't. But yet, you now see them yapping nonsense. Let's see some of them. Look at this video. This is the guy. This one is dragging. This one is the only Yoruba person that have won AFCON or won Africa Football of the Year. To the best of my knowledge, the only person that have won it. I don't know if Obafemi have won it. I don't know how can Obafemi win it when Kanwanko and JJ is playing. It's not possible, man. It's not possible. It's not possible. So many of them, Finidi George and Osaze also Odewinge, and you don't see much Yoruba there. They have, but not to for them to come out and begin to bash. This one is just the only person that have won Africa, which is current one. Okay, but see they brag. A Yoruba man, look at this. A Yoruba man, a Yoruba guy, Ademola Lokuman, that worked so hard to see Nigerian lifting the AFCON with HGA, only for an Igbo guy to sabotage all his efforts. My question is that what is the importance of Igbo in this country? They are hazardous. They are hazardous to the growth of this country. This scammer here, this scammer you are seeing here, In the history of Nigeria, AFCON, they have won it, I think, 3. Is that 3 or 4 now? And who actually single-handedly win it for you? Igbos, not Yoruba. If you want to judge it that way. You actually qualified. The reason why you cannot qualify anything now is because of this tribal issue. Igbos that are playing very good football don't want to nationalize anymore to Nigeria. That is all the fact. I can mention Igbos that are playing in Premier League now, that are playing for England. The guy that I just moved from Chelsea to Arsenal, called why is it that I'm struggling to remember some of this guy's name now? The guy that moved from Chelsea to Arsenal now, his name is they call him. If I remember his name, I will let you know. There are 2. The other guy is Chukwuemeka. Chukwuemeka now is from Chelsea and he's in Borussia Dortmund. He's an Igbo guy. Another person is that guy is playing he's a very good footballer. He's an Igbo guy. He's playing for England. Many Igbo people that are very good in football, they don't come back to play the national team of Nigeria. Most of them are playing elsewhere because of this. And this what these guys are doing now is we now encourage them to run away from coming to Nigeria. See what they have in their mind. They created this video. I don't know if this is I don't know if this is real or fake. But look at the title. Breaking news. Come back here. Look at the title. They say that they are born. I don't think the video is original. I don't think it's a real video. I think it's AI. So maybe it's AI. I think. Said breaking news. Angry Nigerian youth have set Chukwueze. That is the guy that missed penalty. That set his house ablaze after reluctantly missing a penalty kick against Morocco. And this Fulani guy is here. Breaking. Chukwueze's house in flames after that criminal penalty miss against Morocco. Youth no send again. Pain turned to pure rage. Our hearts are shattered. Our homes are burning. When will this cause end? I don't know, but it's you also. If the video is fake, this will tell you what they are capable of doing. It will start like imagination. Before you know it, they will carry it out for real. If they have not carried that anywhere, maybe they have carried that. Eze, no, Eze is another Igbo guy, not Eze. Madueke, now thank you so much. And they go not here. Eze, I did not even remember Eze. You see, I don't even remember Eze. You understand? I don't even remember Eze. So many of them. And Eze is different. Eze, you are the one that reminded me Eze. The one that I was struggling to remember is Madueke. Okay, Madueke from Chelsea to Arsenal. And Chukwuemeka is another very good player as well. Ugochukwu, that's one they call Ugochukwu also, playing for Chelsea currently. Okay, so many of them, but the one that come back to Nigeria is the one that is not maybe his father. See, maybe on Abuja want to think that contributing all their sweat and their family, donating their children, will make the country to be recognized and be very, very good. You will walk and they will rubbish it. So imagine people, they are planning on how to burn the house down. But we are here now when Ayegbeni miss open net. Ayegbeni missed open net in the past. That even it was this comedian called from Abia State. He said something about. He said that it was so easy to score that goal than to miss it. For you to know how close, like how easy the whole thing went for Ayegbeni to score to tear the net. He just threw the ball outside. Nobody dragged him. Nobody said this and that. But they are now planning on how to attack Chukwueze because of what? I don't blame you. I don't blame them. I blame Chukwueze that must you nationalize. You don't need to nationalize. You can just be yourself and stop this nonsense they're doing. That's why when I see Kanu Wankwa and Okocha, right around trying to the ambassador, and I just laugh because you guys, I understand you want to make them feel happy. You want to also keep everything together because you don't want to have a medal and the record that the country that you played and worked for is no more. I understand, but between that and your race to be wiped up, which of them is good, is better? Make your choice. Make your choice wisely. Now that will bring us to the last story of the day. Yesterday we saw how Ogenkere and their group said they now have new pool minister. I call him pool minister because people are not paying attention to what Ogenkere representing. All right, and this idea of him, he's one, he's paying lobby. That's why Nigeria, because of his push, the American Nigerian government are now hiring lobby because Ogenkere is too tough. I have a question for you. They say that they are paying how many million? How much? There's a video that somebody sent to me. Let me see if I'm gonna play it now. There's a video of them claiming that Ogenkere is paying this and paying that, right? I want us to go through it. Where is that video? I played it here. Okay, just a moment. Let me go to my YouTube. That video, maybe we may touchlight it later because that video we need to explain it very, very well. Very, very well. But I want us to understand one thing. These guys can do anything. They can work hand in hand with the Nigerian government to push one narrative like that, as if that is the real news, whereas it's not. I played that video just now and I'm looking for it. Okay. This from Arise News, okay?
At stake in this
Just listen.
So Nigeria's internal security crisis is no longer just a domestic issue. It's become a high-stakes battle for influence in Washington, according to the UK-based Africa Confidential, a respected newsletter that's built a global reputation for original reporting and analysis of key political and security developments across Africa. As competing narratives over violence and claims of a Christian genocide gain traction in the US, the Nigerian government,
I don't know if anybody wants to comment anything, but I don't think you are seeing here.
Locked in an aggressive lobbying war.
The link is here for anybody that wants to join me. The link is here.
Support of President Trump. According to Africa Confidential, alarmed by President Trump's threat last November to go into Nigeria guns a-blazing, the Tinubu administration has moved quickly to counter separatist claims, signing a multi-million-dollar lobbying contract with a Republican-linked firm to shape U.S. policy on visas, military cooperation, trade, and religious freedom. The scale of Abuja's effort far outweighs that of the pro-Biafra groups who are also lobbying Washington, pushing for sanctions, diplomatic recognition, and even future military and oil agreements. So what's really at stake in this foreign lobbying battle? And how could it shape Nigeria's security, sovereignty, and international standing? Well, for more on this, I'm joined now on the line from London by Patrick Smith, Editor-in-Chief of Africa Confidential, and he's also Editor-in-Chief of the Africa Report, a monthly African politics and business magazine. Patrick, thank you very much indeed for joining us. You're a very busy man, so we appreciate your taking the time to talk to us, and a very happy new year to you. And your reporting suggests Nigeria's security crisis is now being fought not just at home, but in Washington. I mean, how unusual is it for an internal African security issue to escalate to this level of what I might call U.S. lobbying warfare?
Yeah, greetings, Charles, and Happy New Year to you and all your viewers. It's actually par for the course within the American system. The lobbying issue, the lobbying operations in the US are very much part of the political bargaining system there. You know, for example, I can give you the case of a senior State Department official who was backing the UNITA separatist movement in Angola under Jonas Savimbi. You remember way back in the 1980s, the CIA was backing Jonas Savimbi. Then the MPLA won the elections in 1992. This guy left the State Department, set up a lobbying firm, and then started backing the MPLA. And he was paid $1 million a year to run a website for the MPLA. And that's often the case. And I think the problem with this lobbying business is there's a sort of privatization of diplomacy. And it downgrades the real decision makers and the state, and it downgrades accountability. And I think that came out very strongly when the US President Trump made his threats about going into Nigeria guns a-blazing. And suddenly the government in Abuja had to react really quickly, appoint ambassadors, not just to the US and UK, but several other countries, and then start this kind of negotiation with the US officials.
So, I mean, I lost you there for a minute, but what specifically triggered the sudden scramble for influence in Washington? Was it President Trump's comments or something deeper that's been building for years?
I think it was manifold, Charles. I think it was, first of all, the threat of the US deciding to make Nigeria a target and threatening military action. And I think there are also bad memories among the Tinubu loyalists of what happened 10 years ago under President Goodluck Jonathan, when the kidnapping of the Chibok girls became an international cause célèbre. And in the lights of many at the time, that was one of the government's failures on that, was one of the reasons why Goodluck Jonathan lost that election against Muhammadu Buhari. And I think the Tinubu campaign team saw that coming down the road and thought, we must move really fast on this. So I think on that score, it had an effect. And I think also, as you said in your intro, you've had this long-running lobbying campaign by the Biafran lobbyists demanding action because Christians are being targeted in Nigeria, because that's its sort of core element. It's got quite a lot of traction with the religious right in the US, and that's really helped it in terms of getting that profile. So I think that the Tinubu administration thought we must counter this. We must counter it, both what's happening in the Trump administration, and we must counter the narrative of the Biafran secessionists.
And of course, as you said, Patrick, claims of a Christian genocide have been gaining traction in US political circles. I mean, from your investigations, how accurate or misleading is that framing of Nigeria's security crisis?
Well, everyone we've spoken to, including people in the US, but I mean, the most authoritative sources are obviously going to be coming from civic groups in Nigeria. And the view we've been getting is that there's a major security crisis in Nigeria. And I think the ACLED security trackers have said over 10,000 people were killed in violent attacks last year, which is a kind of...
Okay, so this information can go on and on, right? After this program, I'm going to list that from beginning to the end. But the reason why I'm playing this is because Ogenkere people are pushing this narrative that it is because of Ogenkere lobbying in America. That is what put fear in mind of Nigerian government, and they already choose to pick one lobby firm or something like that and pay this huge amount of money to lobby on their behalf. That Ogenkere is now holding them, in their neck. Now, when you read the so-called his new pool minister, he said that out of 50 votes, that zero number, like people that vote against him is negative. Nobody. 50 people voted him, meaning that people in his cabinet or in the platform when he cast the vote, because I don't think all the 50 people are cabinet members. There's no way it will be. So it should be people that are following Ogenkere. The total number may be 50 out of 50 million people that voted in the referendum. Listen. Now, these 50 voted him to become pool minister. And the same people are supposed to be the one contributing more than he's spending. Where do you think he's getting the money that he's spending from? I'm not here to talk about it. I don't want to start telling you, I'm not here to share anything that this is a source of income or a source of his where he's getting his resources. I don't want to go there. But I want us to, on your own quiet time, ask yourself the possibility of Ogenkere getting money from fundraising, and the money you see yourself, you can watch some of the last week fundraising and the previous one, you can watch and ask yourself how much do you think they generate from that warrant them to pay such amount? Because Nigerian government are saying it is something $1,000. I think it was 86, something like that. The money is way too high to compare the money that we are being told that they're paying to layers, which is 10,000. Now listen, some people made a post and talked about it as well, and one of it is one of the posts is this one. Okay, this video. We know when this video was made, right? Now let's go to the write-up here. This person said it was okay for them to pay lobbyists in order to put Nigeria in bad light, but it was wrong for Nigeria to pay some other lobbyists to get the US to a round table for fact presentation and collaboration. Hosseini Rufai seemed infuriated that the federal government found a way to tell the US the other side of the story. Listen, see, there are many internal enemies competing for the souls of this nation. However, they have always lost and they will always lose. These wild animals laughing first, thinking their aim have been achieved. Okay. These people here, if Ogenkere one made it possible, what do you think these people are doing? Like, what do you think that is their job? Before designation of Nigeria as country of particular concern, before even Ogenkere utter a word, before Sani Agbarawa began to jubilate on his live broadcast, this video was trending. It was when they realized that these people have achieved something, they sneak in to present them their own idea and attaching themselves to other things. Presenting documents or files to news media is very easy. Including your name to the people that have done something is also very easy, as long as you can pay. If I decide to air something now, in Nigerian news platform, all I need to do is to contact them. They will charge me based on the minutes of my video and what I want to say. As long as it's not going to go against the current government, something like that, they will air it. Okay? Now, it is very clear that these people are not the one. They are not the one paying or pushing Nigerian government to start looking for lobbyists or others. But they are shouting on social media they are the one. Now, this guy here is from Yerewata. Okay? He's very, very brutal, very, very knowledgeable about what is going on in Nigeria with evidence and facts of people that they buy Christian. How do you think that Ogenkere will be championing Christian genocide, you know, discussing that to congressmen without even having any picture? Where do you think, can Ogenkere provide picture of what is going on in Plateau? No, right? You think that people from Plateau, from Yerewata, complaining to congressmen direct one-on-one, that their effort is being undermined, but that of Ogenkere is one that matters a lot. Think twice. I don't want to play much with that. I can only say this for those who care to know. Now let's continue. I'll have something. Madam Origin is here with me. I'm happy to see you. I'm happy to have you. I want us to pay close attention to the news. Now, let me jump. I'm looking for the so-called news yesterday that Nigeria is paying so million. Okay. Now, no, this one is condemnation. Okay, here. Is it the one? Okay, these people are, this is individual reports. No, not this one. This one is not good for what I want to say. Do I still have any of them here? COS did not say much about it. Okay, now this person is a Yoruba person. He made this post still using the same picture of that I just showed you from another person. This group. This is just one out of many, and basically these are Igbo people. Okay, I am very proud of that. Now here is from. No, not the fact of this one is saying this one claiming that they are the one. Claiming that they're the one. Let me see this what Daily Times said here. Okay, no. It's the same thing. Just a moment. Okay. I don't have the information that I want to share with you. That's where they mention the amount. Where they mentioned the amount. Is it Ruben Abati that said that in the amount that they are paying? That the amount they said that Biafrans paid. Okay, that amount is totally different from what Ogenkere and their group said that they're paying. And in all these news outlets that are reporting about this thing, they did not mention anything about Biafra, Brigino. So when you hear people talking about it, it could be a hearsay that pro-Biafran movement, they are referring to this group that I just showed to you now. Okay, they are referring to them, not Ogenkere. If Ogenkere said that he is the one, they are referring to this as a pro-Biafran group. How many of you watched the video of this Reverend Father? Some of them said during that time that if nothing is being done, that they will now realize that Nigeria cannot be fixed. They will now turn around to support disintegration of Nigeria straight. They did not miss word. They spelled it very, very clear for betterment of everybody to the layman understanding. You cannot write them off and begin to talk about Ogenkere. Ogenkere has nothing to talk about Christian genocide. That is just the gospel truth. These people and the man from Yerewata, they are working hand in hand to make sure that Nigeria is just to question Nigerian about what is going on. Now, if Elias and their group are finding something and reporting, okay, but for them to come out and claim they are the one is where I said no, it's not possible. Do you understand? But I don't see them filing and reporting anything. I will tell you my reason. One, they report what Nigerian news reporters are saying. They are contradicting what Ogenkere used to say. Second thing is that there's no official document from Ogenkere that will make congressmen to begin to pay attention to him. We have seen videos of these people talking to congressmen, discussing, sitting down and answering questions. Do you understand? That is press briefing. That's what Ogekere wanted to copy when he said that he wanted to organize congressional hearing. He couldn't execute it very well. It was Elias. The only white people there was Elias and what of the other man. Someone should remind me his name. That man, I don't know his name. It's not as if I forgot his name. I don't know his name, but I know his picture. If I see him, I know him. That man was he appeared in a convention through Zoom. How many of you remember the man? He appeared. He's not a congressperson. He's not a congressman. I think he's one of the. He have a company or something like that talk about freedom or something like that. I forgot. I don't forget his name. I don't want to say I forgot. I don't know his name. Okay, I don't know his name. Two of them are the only white people in that building, in that room. Only two of them. Maybe another, maybe a cameraman or maybe a cleaner, something like that. So, is that what you want to give to Ogekere? That Ogekere is in charge of that? Come on. Please let me give the mic to Madam Origin. You are welcome. Madam Origin, are you here with me?
Oh, Mazakai, Ndewo.
I
was trying to search for something for you anyway.
Okay.
Ndewo, Mo Biafra, I greet everybody. At that time, are you still there? Please wave your hand. I greet everybody. Yeah, two things I want to highlight, and major reason why I joined anyway is about the young man that was bashing himself, which was not bad. I'm not really one of those that when people are anyway, that is as far as his he didn't say anything that is out of place, except that there are things he missed. I mean, the young man that was talking about Azikiwe and
okay. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know his name. I don't know.
I don't know his name.
He skipped a few things that were very important. And one of the things he skipped was, if he should talk about the coup, like he said, he must include all other coups, and he must highlight what caused the initial coup. And when he was talking about, most of the people that were involved in that coup were Igbos or people from the eastern side, he should have included that 60 to 65% of the military back in those days were made of Igbos and the Easterners.
Yeah.
So when you look at that 65%, that is what, in fact, as at that time, the majority of civil servants, because it was Igbo, they were highly educated. Was it in your platform that yes, the man that was really upset yesterday was talking about how his village was cleaned up after the war? Because one of the bad belly that these people, they were not happy that, okay, before there was a 1914, that was amalgamation.
Mm-hmm.
Amalgamation of 1914, that was when they even joined both the northern part and the southern part. Even before 1914, there has been activity of the white man. Now, fast forward, by the time they got to 1945? Yes, between 1940 and 19. By 1945, this program have started, because the Igbo people, because of their republic nature, they were able to catch up, went to school, they were doing well, progressing. And I think using Zik as an example, they were among the first people that started feeling that we can rule ourselves. Okay, if you have come to teach us democratic, we are good, we can take care of ourselves. As at that time, 65% of the workforce were people of the Eastern extraction, so including the army. As at that time, Nzogwu, who was the mastermind of the coup, they said Nzogwu grew up in, it was his close friend, because I think it was Anuforo, Mwobosi, yes. It was Mwobosi that gave an account on his own account on what exactly happened, because I think all 5 of them, the core members that carried out that coup, about 3 of them, I know 3 of them that wrote a book. Mwobosi was talking about that Nzogwu grew up in the north. He understood the north. Then there was even no, this is north, this is south. And he was the head of the military intelligence. The second person that I have ever seen that is so outspoken that is military intelligence is Professor Olawumi, or Dr. Olawumi, the man that raised hell like, these people mean what they are saying. They want to Islamize Nigeria. That was the same intelligence that Nzogwu had. And it was showing in everything that these people were commanding them to do. It was showing in every of the activities on how things are going. They were like, no, we need to stop this. In fact, there was intel that these people were, trying to carry out a jihad. And they had to stop it. But today, nobody talks about those things.
Yeah.
Because the same people and their master that masterminded what is going on were the one that had the narrative. So when he begins to talk about, whether he says 60% or 90% of the people that carried out 1966 coup, he forgot to add that the percentage of the Easterners, the Igbos that were in the army.
Just like what Amaju Chiko wrote here, he said he should have also made it known that Awolowo would have been the beneficiary of the coup.
Awolowo was to be the beneficiary because he did not add that Akintola, this was Akintola sold out. Akintola is Awolowo's a brother. Sold him out and joined the Hausas, undermined Awolowo, and that was why they took Awolowo to jail. He will not say that. He wouldn't say that the Igbos were trying to save Awolowo, who they know is straightforward, is a Christian, and he will not condone this evil plots. So, but when you look at it, they keep, when everything comes to interest, one of the weakness, I keep saying it, inside of your strength is your weakness. Awolowo is very, very fundamentally pro-Yoruba. It has to be Yoruba first. The Northerner, it has to be whatever they believe in first. The Igbo man is the one that have nothing first. He has the global force. He was a nationalist. He want to put everybody together. And then everybody you're putting together, now your head, they won't use a fixer. So that's where the issue is. When it comes to they won't fix something, everybody they say we head. Now you bring your head. They say
you don't get head. You can't carry your head to make a head.
You can't carry put. They say the children, everybody is protecting their children. Now your own children, you go bring puts. Not be the one where they get for your side. Where do this? They say you can't go where they go swear and waiting they give that man up to today. One of the things That man must tell me waiting they give him or waiting they do him. That he came back and said 90% of his children are criminals and crooks. Where does that happen? Who do him? So that is the problem that the typical, and look at this young man, a fine boy like this. Mazi Nnamdi
very intelligent. He's a very smart guy.
That's what I'm saying. No, you see, whenever intelligence becomes a reverse intelligence, it's a big problem.
Honestly.
When I keep saying reverse psychology, reverse intelligence, and all of those will rob you of common sense. He couldn't put common sense to know that you have to balance it. If he had balanced his presentation, everybody should bring out their, you have to identify your weak point, work on your weak point, but don't now be what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Prime Minister Simon Ekpa keep screaming. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the way he framed it, he said, typically would deliberately undermine himself because he wants to please somebody else. That is not right. It's something that we need to correct.
It is very wrong to do. And sometimes when you are doing that to please another, you will realize that those people that are doing that for are not even paying attention. They won't even recognize you.
Yeah. Who cares? People are looking for where they go chop. Not because this what they do, grab it, snatch it, run away with it. Now your own they take, run away. You did there, they look koro like a fool. And the way Prime Minister Simon Ekpa phrased it, he said, we must change this confirmation of negative image.
Yeah.
We must change it. Don't confirm the negative. Who no say everybody? Why must you keep hitting on your negative that everybody is like, It's a problem now. Of all your good, you will dump your good and begin to join your enemy. They hit on your negative image. Hello.
Sorry, I was trying to close the video that I was playing before, so the thing just.
Okay, so on the other, something I was going to look for. I'm glad you mentioned Maya Egu today. Maya Egu, I don't know how long today's podcast or presentation was, but I kind of stumbled when he was, talking about this same lobbying and this lobbying thing. I keep saying it. Nigeria, because of their problem, Nigeria has a problem. Nigeria problem is lie. Should be there. I didn't go carry what. Anyway, it's not everybody that dumped Takia. Now then just won't bring Almajiri Takia as their system. That their system is embedded in lie. How come? This is from the history of America. There is no way. You must have, if you are a government, Nigeria is not today, they are lobbying everywhere. Why should this one? And what angers me is, like Maya Egu said, is that it's an insult. It is insult to Plateau people. It's insult to Benue people. It is insult to Christians, Northern Christians. It is insult to the mass grave of 501 people that were massacred in one night and put in one grave. It's insult to them for Abati to be talking about IPOB, talking about Biafra. What has that got to do with the facts that they are Nigeria is a CPC? This thing, the whole thing, when you follow it up, you hardly the Benue people that are receiving the Bronx of.
It's not adding up, right? Is it adding up to you?
No, it's not adding up. It's just wickedness. is wicked propaganda. They need to stop it.
They have to add Biafra to that, so that people those who wanted to question them about the spending, the money they're spending, will now relax. That's my own take.
No, let me tell you, if it was, you see, this is the game they played on Biden, and Biden bought it. Allow them. They'll be buying people. They'll go, and it was not in Biden's time, 2023, that a whole Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. And the shame on Abati, shame on these media people, shame. Must we be talking about genocide, 10 people, 50 people, genocide, people dying, and you're trying to placate it? We had our own Bronx of the matter when civil war happened. They nearly wiped us out, and we are still crying over it. Yes, we must cry over it, because we still, those that suffered kwashiorkor are still alive today. Those that watched their loved one die in their hands in 1967 to 70 are still alive today. But that is not what was on the table. What was on the table is what they are doing to Plateau, Benue today. As you are speaking, they are buying lives.
Yeah.
And he's not ashamed to look for, because they have used the IPOB for a long time. They go and constitute massacre. We have had our Bronx. We have what we are asking for. And if we vex them too much, make them vex where we say, oh yeah, all of you handle it, when they go.
Mm-hmm.
Is it not what we've been asking? So what is even, it's short, these people are so petty. I beg, leave us, make we go. Is it too much to ask? But that is not where the issue is. One of the analysts made it clear that even as stupid as this is sounding, it's stupidity for this media, Nigeria national media, not to even know that Nigeria is a lobbyist country. They lobby everywhere. Why should this even be a matter? What they are talking about, let me tell you, what they are talking about today was when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was out. He had a lobbyist, and they paid a lot of money then. I think one of them was like $78,000 or something, because their money was coming in. They were able to have that kind of amount of money, but not today. So these people are just there. That shows how.
So why is Ogenkere people pitching on that one?
See, Ogenkere them are not even my issue. Ogenkere will use everything. He will do everything. I don't even talk about that. Nimi. I beg.
I don't know why you're avoiding this, our brother.
You see this energy. You see, as I talk with just the house, I don't want to waste it on waste. Please.
Whatever you say, you don't want to talk about. Look at it, just to confirm what you said. See the one they are carrying now. Okay, one of them was on my comment section. Say, "Oh, go and read the news from Cable," because I scrolled like this. So he captured it, he saw it. He wanted me to go and read the news from the Cable. Then when I opened it, I said, "Okay, this is the news," and the news was June 7, 2020. That's 2020. Okay.
See, that's when that thing was between 2019 and 2020.
This is 2020. This is premium time. IPOB spent $85,000 monthly to discredit Nigerian internationally. Then he said, that's the president. He said, then the date is June 7, 2020. Now, when because they merged it with this one, Cable News, talking about the current one from Nigerian government. So Ogenkere people say, because this thing appear like this, they thought that the Cable is talking about IPOB spending, so that the layers is spending this one. Ogenkere is spending this one. I was laughing. When I opened it, I said, look, you guys, you can, even if you bring congressmen and to testify that they don't know Ginkre, they will tell you that the man don't want to say the truth because he's camera shy. You know, they can lie. They can lie. So what do you have to say about the election of Ginkre with 50?
Azukai, why they like to look for trouble? I said, look, I save my energy for positive things and things that exist.
Well, it's not funny to you. Is it not funny to you?
It's not funny to me. It does. I mean, I don't even want to, please, because you see, I don't want to ever add my name to that guy's name. He's everything and anything you want to. You know, I live here in the United States, and I don't even want to mention his name when they say, you mention his name, come and give witness. How miserable is he? I don't even want to mention. His life, he lives a lie, and a large percentage of Nigeria, because of the system that raised a typical Nigerian. They focus on they focus on lie, and they enjoy it. I believe some of them know that this guy is miserable. They know that he can't. He has nothing to offer, but they will still want to they entertain him. Sorry?
They still want to entertain him. Or?
Yes, it's like they don't know the difference between a serious matter, a matter of life and death. Just give me a second.
All right, man.
Mommy, I'll call you, please.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so yeah, they don't know when a matter is serious. That is why I don't have patience for, sometimes I pray for Dr. Ngozo Rabuez. I say, God, do keep that woman for us, so she has all of our patience. She has my patience. I don't have that kind of patience, please. I don't have time for.
I want to appreciate COS for not because I was like, let me see what USB government will say about Obinkere Poo election, the Poo minister of the fallback, and what she said, she just focused on Tinubu's $9 million. You know, Madam River Goddess is here with us.
Biko name.
Madam River Goddess in there.
Madam Origin.
I released the
no,
the
don't
mic
release
to you.
please. Don't release the mic. Stay there. I was passing by. To be frank and honest with you, you don't want to say anything about it. Mazikai want to still pull you in, and we say, my dear, let me come in. But do you know what got me? He voted himself. Nobody Madam Origin Madam Origin the team food over substance and therefore what do you have to say about this? It's your costing on a mini.
Even
Madam Original, look at what you just said. Here in the United States of America, Mwe Buna for the wise, Mwe Buna for can code and decode. When you look at this ignoramus of a man, my dear sister, when you see a lawyer in this country, They are the doctors, lawyers, nurses, all this profession, but like the next to God. Can you see the dressing of this Ignoramus? Can you see his outfit? Anatomy. It's not a lobbyist. Well, I thank God for what is happening, because to whom the gods want to buy, or they on sentence. Looking at Ogenkere, and when you look at the English of Ignoramus, he is speaking like a typical Agboro Lagos. So when I go to his platform, watch a champion, and say, I don't think that this Ignoramus is a lawyer. So Mazeka, you want my sister to put mouth concerning Ogenkere and Akbarawo. Sonny,
The new elected the new elected prime minister.
Okay, now everything has laid bare before our very eyes. Who is behind our PM's ordeal? The gods are wise.
Very clear.
The gods are wise. This man and Peter Mba, they used him very well, but I like what is happening. Now look at somebody who has been a prime minister of his country. Then when I went to his Twitter handle, then say Kamara Ndisia, congratulations. Among all his 50 constituency or his 50 members in the vote, according to Ignoramus, Necheki, congratulations. Out of those people, I was like wondering, and see, everything has laid back. What this man called Ogenkereku is doing, I thank God, because he's bringing out himself, and he's bringing out Krimoya before the eyes of the world. And this Krimo will think that now people are batting an eye more for what he's doing. I like it, because ending justifies every matter. You understand? Then how many PM last 2 weeks or last 2 weeks voted in his own prime minister? Okerekwo Ochicha came in. Was the PM. Then the man is say, you are fighting. And this Ignoramus will say, congratulations for standing fast and fighting for Osino Brigi. Well, everything has been laid bare, and we have seen it. And I thank God they have cajoled themselves. And I thank God they have made caricature of themselves. I thank God for everything that is happening. Anything that happen is for a purpose. That's what I want to say. I thank God. Madam Origin, my dear sister, you are welcome.
Thank you for saving me from Mr. Kai Ochoka Mero.
I don't mean any harm. I just want to hear. I just want to hear other, just to know your opinion on this.
Remember, they still stay here, so you save me.
No. Let's see how. No, I like what is happening. As on ease lies the hairs that carry the crown.
I am the happiest man to see that Ogenkere conduct his election,
and with the 50 cabinet members, that's not 50 over 0.
Let me tell you all this. You know, the day he did the, I call it coup. The day he did the coup, because as far back as September of 2024, Prime Minister Simon Ekpa was apprehended in November, but by September, even by August, they have already concluded what they want to do. And by September, what they discussed in August, him and the group, including Ukenguragu, was among the plots. He knows. So when they concluded, he saw all the things that, and then by September, he went and changed and made himself, because whatever plot they have seen that it is gonna work. And he changed the document in September. Now, Fast forward now today, and he made himself. The day he did the correct coup, like with his members, was the day when Prime Minister Simon Ekpa said, withdraw the case. He came and told his people that day, you know me, you get the spirit where they carry me, they go anywhere where they go. As I opened my destiny, that was when he started huffing and puffing and started talking, oh, they are going to vote. As at that time, everywhere was quiet. And he said, we are going to vote. Nobody raised hand. Nobody. And then he said, if you want this woman criminal to be jailed, everybody raised their hand. That was, you see, other hand you people saw that was raised the day he said Prime Minister that they are going to go ahead with the case.
Okay.
Now they now started. One woman there say, as una raise una hand, may una wait, una must contribute. So they give them microphone to talk. This one will talk. If you see hate, you people, the hate where they come out from is just, these people are just speaking from the place of a hatred of a woman they don't know, that did not do anything to them, because somebody said Ngozi Orabueze is not a good woman. So they built all the hate that have been eating them up all their lives. Mandy teacher ha piara ihe na secondary school. Mandy teacher ha mere ihe. They carried all of that hate and put them on, say Ngozi must go to jail. Now contribute. This one say, I will give 150 a J. I say, what? With all this hate, you must put 5 million a J. Not be 50 a J. This one say 1,000 a J. In my mind, I'm like, is this what you people are going to use?
About the German
a J, all of them, I think. So what I'm saying in essence is that there's something my husband used to say. He said, when you say come, let's do it. When they call, let's do it, you must look around and see who they do it with you. All of them, bunch of hateful people. I don't get time for hateful people. Me, I get my
dear Madam Origin, let me give you a little cocoa. You know, they say in Yanga they sleep, trouble go wake up.
Go wake up.
You understand? That is what
trouble they sleep, Yanga go wake up.
So that is what is happening. So the little cocoa I want to give you is this. They say Ngozi Orabueze is this. Ngozi Orabueze is that. Ngozi Orabueze is this. And for 1 year plus now, Ngozi Orabueze is this, Ngozi Orabueze is that. Fine. There is this one that, because most of the time they are all beggars, because the God of Ajana will push them and we continue pushing them until they make mistake. Then the one that said that he is the most good writer, the most educated, oh, kai nwanne m ka m nọ na-ekwu na-asị, kedu time onye a ji ewere pen asị na ha gwa AI, ọ nọrọkwa AI edegide foolscap derie site na mgbago ruo na mgbada. Then when you want to read, ụzọ gara na pọtọpọtọ.
Oh, we keep my camera. I want the full message from
if you want the message now, you continue. If you know what, I
want to.
So, what happened when they are doing what they are doing? Ima one thing, Chineke na sonso. Osige, do not join the multitude to sin against God. Do not connive, conspiracy, whatever it is. Uzogara na potopoto, potaraste. I ask for forgiveness na a platform of an individual. So here, his aim of asking for forgiveness, and in that their gathering, he said that Ngozi Orabueze bụ onye alụ. Ngozi Orabeze Balolo and Abur, like what my sister was saying, they raised their hand to bring Ngozi Orabeze down. That is not a good woman, it is that or that. Then they now say, brother, you are welcome to our fold. He said, yes, that's why I come to ask for apology. Please forgive me. Instead, this Uzogara na Potopoto, after asking for forgiveness, we go sleep. Maybe next time we go come do Babi Anla. Because I know na Babi Anla they come, there must be something. And my guessing was not wrong. It was 100% when I put down in the comment section, watch out. I perceive that something is about to happen. As I'm telling you, Kaiwan name there and then. Also, I have na also na achị na need na mmiri sọpụtara awa n'ọnụ that na need otu aha eweteghị onwe Biafrans ha gbatara ya ọsọ enyemaka. Imagine the likeness.
River Goddess, biko yo gwenegi.
Ọ gịnị kwa ọgwa nke m ga-ewe iwe nwe iwe.
Mba ma na ga dị ka na. The ebe ọ ga-akwu okwu a, ị ga-agwata m ebe o kwuru okwu a.
Enwere individual, individual bụ ihe mere ya na platform ya. Ọ gara na platform individual. He was wearing ịchọ ka m postoro ya. So kedu na use it to do program this evening?
Because after m ebe individual na-ekwu ọ na-agwa ụmụ aja biko biko ka yeri ya aka.
Yes.
Otu so gbagote anyị wa. On that video that because
yes, on that video because day before yesterday, I think yesterday or day before yesterday, Kelena did the program. He didn't finish it. Today he did it, and he finished. But that was towards the ending.
So what you're trying to tell me is that India benta.
That is what I'm trying to tell you. And they have a reason. Then, do you know what this guy did? He now opened his camera. Oh my God. So when he opened it, Madam Origin, you need to see that. You will now know that now, one, frustration, one, ago, another one, confusion, another one, all the sick. Looking at him, or took a PC one side, you understand me? It was so horrible. So why I'm saying this, like this thing, this Okerekumere, I am happy. Because when this Ogagana na Potopoto was writing, na Ngozi Orabeze and everything, everybody has chinkena barayog. It has happened. Amam no buru na this Ogagana na Potopoto, no na the right place. Obugodu so mu amafu horie, nga sibiko ke contact. That's how we do. And the madam Potase call Hane with an 5 age, 10 age, or gajebe. What will $1 do for you? 50 cents.
You may go send share them the video.
But I can finish and I can send her again. So why I am saying it, please, when the repercussion of Okerekungwere Gabia, Onyase Kwana forgive. We are not in that era. Remaining Jews who get time mecherenke was also where onuma baby tinye. Amami hoji tiezi onuma baby. You understand?
Don't know the broadcast.
Baby broadcast.
I get Madam River Goddess. I don't know why. I don't just know why. I can't even get his notification. Anything about him again. Since almost 4 months now, or 5 months. I need to be anything in my remedies. How can I go 5 months?
Okay.
Anything about him, or even notification or anything, I don't even know anything about him anymore. Somebody even notice AI voice, not notice his voice, something like that.
What happened to baby? Baby. Then on a 5,000 as print. Then Erucharana, Rana. When the ghost who numero offend the chubun also, you start looking for somebody. You understand me? So maybe remaining juice I will say one name because I'm remaining juice bo sugar and tea and honey. But this was grana potopoto. And those grana potopoto biazia amamu owele eze 1 year we go 247 because we go 247 is his best friend. And they were just like, look at individual, look at Ugo, look at Uzogarana. So what will you tell your friend? You understand? So I don't feel everything that is happening. I do my prayers. Whatever you wish me, I wish you the same. You wish me good, good follow you. You wish me evil, evil 10 times 10. You understand? So that is the era we are now. So aga m esendere gị aka play ya careful. So what Okerekwungere is doing, thank God. I thank God for everything. He has brought out himself with Sonia Akparawa fully well. And I don't know the money. Even Sonia Akparawa no herself. Ama money erite dikwa ego Okerekwungere na erite. You understand? So that's in everything with time. So we thank God for what is playing out. We really thank God. And I pray that God will help Ngozi Orabeze, Dr. Ngozi Orabeze, the way it's helping her, as many that are calling that name. That name, may Ngozi Orabeze's name keep giving them restlessness, keep giving them sleepless night, keep giving them sobowa, keep giving them ebewe. So you have a even Hajide ego na akọdafuna when they remember the name of Ngozi Orabeze. That is it. So they live in Ngozi Orabeze, they have peace. So I can drop Madam Origin.
Go. I'm here, I'm listening.
Thank you so much.
Mazik, I will send it to you right away, okay?
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for that. And I really appreciate it.
Oh, Madam Origin, kpọbatara m nnọọ na nke a o kwuru ọ tọrọ m iche. Ọ sị na ndị isi pasịkọm nke a na-atọpụ m.
Ndị pasịkọm.
Unless I grab me the pascom name because different levels of pascom.
Oh my goodness.
Dike mini aderoya. Oh my God.
Even the more that the whole thing about that now. That Ghana you know on basis. Yeah, but what I only go different for the Malaya. So
and that's but can you get a mazekai makesi kejo Madam Origin as no PM Briggy or PM Briggy come to now.
Oh, PM Briggy. Oh, you ma and they wear counterfeit and everything. Ima Chineke kere woke KY. Ke mmiri ka ọkụ ka elu ka ana o were reason unawata ke ndụ ke wepụta ndụ wepụta ọwụ so o to the original break na manwụ fake ga adịnata
mana okay if we refer Igroramus, I love Igroramus so because Igroramus na akpa ego ya ịghọtago the man tadoro ya n'onu na amị ya that money and the man happy ya until o meta that oil well n'ebe oge Nkerekwu no and gije ne ihe o dere o si a congratulation yeah honorable prime minister of no congratulation here amamoto so no oge Nkere honorable prime minister of Brigi #USB kedu kwenu US or USB nke anụnwa ha si na ha ekwe ha ọkwa ha si na ọ bụ
onye dere nke a bụ Sea Lion
afro mia onda ja cheki kene isi pascom Igroramus
emana amụma ina Igroramus or
ya de ekwe mo Elias
ya bụ Sea Lion na if ọkụkọ ya
amaha no ya mo ihe nna akpọ ya bụ Elias osno igro gị Erasmus no again so Igroramus
the Elias okay
so gị ruo ịma na ị maara agụ ihe iruo icheke that place ife boss ya congratulations so dechere ya si honorable APM mba prime minister #Brigi ọ bịakwasịkwa hashtag USB nna sị ewo kedu ụdị kpasịkọm dị ihe nke a ọ USB nke a ka o nwere ọ gara esi na Republic ka ọ the same USB nke a nụwa ha ekweteghị na ọ dị ọ nọ in existence ka o nwere mba ịma na aza ya anya ọgọ les ma times ewetara ya n'ihe na-ege aha anya apọ him ọ dị kọs nke o mere ka m ji wee
New Year message ya okwuche n'okwu si God bless the United States of Biafra.
Aiwo ahụ na ege edede m nke ahụ.
Even though current here.
I don't yeah, ọ bụ ihe kpatara n'otu a isi ha wee mara maka religion.
I say God bless agbanyeghị m n'ọkụ if you have a program. God bless you. In fact, major way mana major na jingle. No aka ọ ya ka na-emezi ka igba. Afa na nkom nke da ya. Nwere ya na-emechere jingle.
Afụ ha ya na o nwere ike ọ bụrụ izu ịma na o nwere izu m dị very busy that is ọkwa ebe last break light I am so busy so I am ihe mere ya so good morning, good night, good evening. Omana, my sister, no. So I will say good night, okay, Madam Origin, my sweetheart.
Okay, my sister.
Thank you so much.
Good morning, good afternoon, or evening. I give it to you.
Thank you so much. God bless you. Okay, and Madam Origin.
Do you have another question?
No, don't worry, man. I don't want to stress you. And you have answered everything anyway. You have answered everything, and
yes,
I love the way you go and it's all the kind of but I don't want to waste my time.
I waste my time because I it's just like the outcome is we know where they are coming from, we know what they are doing.
But if my information are not validated to go that like okay go some of the things.
Yes, and one of the things I'm happy why this is not even bothering me is that most, if not all genuine people fighting for Biafra, they are very much aware that people like him exist. They know that Nigeria government plants these evil people. They know that, so that's why one of the things that also give me peace is that I think it was in at that Simon where when I got to know who is gonna lead the Biafra, I started researching. I'm like, who is this woman? And I in this America there are three major it's not organization, institution that are mostly regulated. Health is one. It was almost number one. Number two will be airlines. Number three, even nuclear weapon is about number three. So for you to, as you speak on her own, with what she has, she must have her own. She must have legal outfit for what she is doing. So I was happy that she has this idea, because for her to own what she owns, she must. And number two, she is personally I'm independent, but she is a core Republican, which is also a good thing. When you look at this place, they will prefer someone, an individual that is genuine, that is coming to talk about his or her constituency, versus someone that has a constituency calling in a lawyer or a lobbyist to talk for them. So I think she's a very calm woman. She knows what she is doing. She doesn't want to divulge much. So I'm not going to come out here and talk so much.
That is why That is why even the so-called this Chambori that Ogenkere did, she did not even say anything about it.
Yeah.
Not even. She just like what you said. They don't want to. She just mind her business. She don't even act as she's not no reaction as if anything happened, because truly nothing happened.
And what is killing these people is that she is not a woman that blows out her protection. She's not flippant. So
that's why I said that
kill themselves.
That's why I said that she don't know how to blow her trumpet.
No, it's not like she doesn't know. It's just like she has to.
It is not her thing. She does.
Everything she has to say, she has to confirm from the lawyers. She must, because you see all these one, okay, nimi and all these ones.
Yeah. What do you expect from Muje freedom fighters?
Huh?
What do you expect from Muje? You know what the meaning of Muje?
No.
It's Hausa language. Like, yeah, let's go. Like, boys, hey, just people who don't even know where they're going, they say, make I come. Are you free today? Come out, let's go out. You know?
Yeah.
That's what I mean by that. Let's go. You know, the Elias, the video that I played earlier, where I told you that Arise, anybody can pay any news media to air something, right?
Mm-hmm.
All the news platforms that are talking about this $9 million from Nigeria and Nigerian government hiring a lobby and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Arise are the one that's mentioned Biafran lobby. Elias is here celebrating that interview.
Yeah, because the thing about it is that Nigeria states, they have used propaganda and it has worked for them. The only thing Nigeria wants to do, it's not like they don't know what is coming upon them. They just want to keep confusing and deceiving Nigerians. If you understand it that way, you just when you worry. That's why these platforms like you and Kelenda and all the well-meaning Biafra important, just to help counter all their nonsense. Because
this just to add something to what you said, Elias sharing this interview goes to show that there maybe the so-called news or reports from Arise here that he is aware, because sometimes they do pay daily trust. They do pay the daily trust of Nigerians to air some of the activities. Here, for him to share this one, and he said, interview on Arise TV of Patrick Smith of African Confidential regarding the lobbying battle between myself and Nigeria. You understand it now?
Listen to me. Listen, they like I said, I lived in Lagos, and before you get to Badagry, if you get to Badagry, then you start coming all that area up to Mile 2 and left and right. I don't really know a lot. There was a big when those 419 people. These 419 people don't even care who they scam. Their focus is on the money, and they will even scam their mother. They scam everybody. So, Ogenkere and this Elias Garasolis, it is a symbiotic relationship, because Elias Garasolis needs him for the money, and he needs Elias Garasolis as a white man that will help him do the photoshops or photo op.
And River Goddess said that he mentioned USB in his congratulation message, right?
Whatever they can do to confuse and scam Biafrans,
they will do it.
That's what it is all about.
They will do it.
Yes, and Nigeria, Osumi Nigeria will love what they are doing because it is helping them to, because one of the big things they do is how can we deceive the general public, Biafrans, to make it feel like it is a joke. But don't get me have Naya, because this is not Biden era. That's all I'm promising them. You see, if it was Biden era, I'm like, hey, what will Blinken come and do? Blinken will just come and help them mess things up. But now, as we speak, the honest truth is that they needed that lobby, so they needed the lobbies. But as at I don't know if that as at yesterday or today, they are still the whole, because if you listen to Riley Moore, he said there are about 8 options. It's a step by step. This, you see, this Niger matter is on table every day, and America doesn't even want to anything that look like a Nigeria representative. They don't even want them to smell in there. So they needed the lobbyists to speak on their behalf. It's just like looking for a lawyer for your case. So they needed the lobbyists. They are paying the money, let them pay. As at the last time they talked about it, they have not been able to convince them. Every evidence that is still on the table. And I think Nigeria, especially Abati, is the face of AKA Tinubu, will want to let Nigerians know that we have a lobbyist who is doing it. He's going to convince. It's not as bad as go and ask Senator Ndume. Senator Ndume and co. They know. The America spelled out that you people are keeping terrorists. You people are a harbinger of terrorists, and you're shipping it out. We not gonna let you now. They know now. So with all this evidence, all they're asking them is stop it. Okay, you say make we give you equipment, or you take this equipment, go and stop them. When they don't stop them, which is impossible because they are employee now. So how are you going to? I mean, it's difficult. They are in a very hard place. So now wait and see. But it's good to bamboozle Nigerians and deceive them. You see, this Nigeria is first class. The only thing Nigeria has ever succeeded in doing is to Nigeria state as a government. The only thing they have ever succeeded in their lives is they have successfully deceived Nigerians. And however they do it, they want to continue to do it. That's all I have to say to them. Let them continue. Nanki Bazwa. We shall see.
Because the lies from these people is too much. Even Elias.
You know the one. It's not even. You know the one that even annoys me is how Abati is sitting on his high chair. Ojini Kojokwe is sitting on her high chair. Which other? They all sit around table. They say, Mr. That Reverend was talking and reading out names of 501 people that died in one night, and they are speaking smooth English. Yeah, it's so sickening. And I'm like,
Ruben, you already know his own problem. The same sickness that hold many of them from Southwest. Bigotry.
So you can't, you see, until you agree that there is a problem, you can't solve it. Until you agree that there is a problem. Look at what is happening in Iran. Look at what is going on in Iran. Iran is a senior brother to Nigeria. Iran is Nigeria's senior brother. 30, and they are talking about, they say is just now, human beings are now just 1,000, just 12,000 died. You look at your own people and you aim at them, you shoot them down. Hey, God forbid though. And these people are still sitting on high table talking. They are not falling out of their chair.
The level of life, like this one that's representing Isaiah Yogo. You see, just now, River God said that he said something US. He attached USB to his congratulating message to Isaiah Yogo. Look at it here. Maybe they have called him now to go and they did it. He just puts congratulations here, Ogenkere. So maybe he made a mistake and they called him. So somehow Ogenkere and the Fallback Republic, maybe they are working together with even Arise for him this one to share this news, that video that I played earlier from because that I did not share. I just played it from my phone without bringing the video up. But that's the exact video that I played before. Anyway, we shall see. Look at him here.
Yes. Hey, Aaron. You see this man, he is even better. This man is better than some of the governors. So it's a bunch of in the land of people that are working with their heads. So he's so normal. If he enter any place inside Nigeria, he's normal. But in Biafra, he's abnormal. That's just the difference.
Okay.
In fact, if you allow that Arise will call this man to come and sit on their table and talk.
Of course. Of course.
If they mention them as in name, they start having seizure. Now, manual.
If I'm trying to River Goddess, I will look for that video where Isaiah Yogo said God bless USB. He's doing a message.
No, I think it's Garage Solis that said it.
No, this one said it.
Okay.
Look at it here.
From Biafra Republic Government in Ezra headquarters in Baltimore.
This no yeah. No, the one that River Goddess was saying that she was talking about Elias, but I am here to share this one to you. This is New Year message, Christmas message from Isaiah Yogo.
Oh God, oh heavens! You like to punish me, eh?
No, I'm just.
You don't know that listening to this will give headache. Honestly, it's so hard.
No, it's funny. It's funny because don't worry. I forgotten the minutes because if you know how many minutes, 6 minutes. So please don't permit me, Madam Oji, please. Okay, I will once you get to the part, I will post it. He forgot the name of the group that he's fighting for. So he paused for some minutes and was trying to memorize the name. Don't worry, watch.
Prime Minister, myself, Honorable fellow citizens of Biafra and countrymen, lovers of freedom, I bring you warm greeting of love, joy, peace, and happiness. This has served as the main reason for the death of our Lord Jesus Christ, the Son of God, to humanity. But today, Islamic jihadist terrorists has come with a different mandate to eliminate everyone that doesn't incline to their belief of Sharia and jihad. Be security conscious because Islamic jihadist terrorists are everywhere in Nigeria.
I can't. This 6 minutes is too much.
2025 to destroy our.
Yeah. Wait.
And to also be part of this global community.
Let's start from here.
And to counter, fight terrorism with the leader of the free world, currently United States of America, and other allies that love freedom and countries that love live and let live. Let us all celebrate wisely and also remember the reason why we are celebrating the greatest freedom fighter, our Lord Jesus Christ. We are all freedom fighters. We emulate him. We are fighting for the freedom of Biafran people. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Now listen.
Thank you.
Listen.
God bless.
If all possible, should God bless. Let's take it back a little bit.
United States, thank you. God bless. United States of Biafra. God bless.
Are you still here with me? I hope I'm not looking for trouble. I hope I'm not looking for trouble.
Mazi Kai, and say as I'm here to I sold my sleep, so and I'm here for my job. So it's not every job you like, but you manage the job.
Madam Origin. Bata. Okay, for now, what cabo is boton you say pascom.
So I don't know what I did to him today.
Do you know what? I'm on because I don't pay attention to this when you say pascom. And Ima, Kai, my brother, do you know that these people are taking this thing out because I saw it koro with my two eyes, with my koro eyes. And it was a long epistle. That is, then that hashtag of Briggy, and it was on a blueprint. And again,
this is that. Next time, to make sure you take a screenshot.
What's happening? What? I can't believe my eyes.
Never teach and change.
Oh my God. And look at this thing you are playing now. Mazekai, onwe high lost speech. This man is gone. Only an aga once. Madam Origin, I don't know. This is my field. Health wise, stroke abala woka non.
And a few. All TIA, the one they call TIA.
You see, okay, you see it right now. So let me, Mazekai, play it again. Madam Origin, watch the mouth, watch the upper lip, watch the down lip. Then, if you are staying on the television watching, check the right side corner of the mouth. Mazekai, play this thing again. I'm sorry.
United States of Biafra. God bless United States of America. God bless the entire humanity and let peace reign. Let freedom prevail. Thank you. Never.
Did you see it? Play it again.
He may not even know. He may not even notice it. That's the danger of that one. Yes.
That's it. Then watch it. Watch it.
All freedom fighters were emulating. We are fighting for the freedom of the African people.
If you get one picture.
Yeah.
Thank you. God bless.
Oh, she yeah, Fanta one and I cake beside that cake there.
Thank you. And even can the Kozaraza. If you get
I think I can be swears it up.
Oh long otimueni.
The entire humanity.
In as AP and each and all the each and on and a hara bani. A script.
God bless United States of Biafra.
Yes, my dear. And them for Ebe, congratulations as the AP. How wait to Oyera? Say what? Ogaris in a republic. Yeah.
I know what you're saying. If I don't take a screenshot. You know what?
We learn every day. Koro ma karo phone. Or say if I tell you waiting, I know you do me koro for eyes right now. As you
Angelimala.
when you bu APM sorry, Chukwekwa. Tufia. On mistake. Ne PM ndị isi kpasụkọm ọ ihe m ga-agụ ya PM ndị kpasụkọm isi kpasụkọm
different
mba ọ ya nwa afọ a onwezi onye nwa afọ a because n'isi ewu that's the real kpasụkọm. Look at what he was reading. Look at what he was reading. The script ọpanye isi enu ọpadie isi ya ana owenye isi enu like AK Norife Kareria. Is that this kind of
leaders of the world?
So
how long the thing?
Okay, ịma na emecha ọkpọ Sọnị mgbe ya na Sọnị na-akpọ nke a na-akpọ Maazị Akwa ọsị ọkwa ya metere ọsị yes you tried just improve a little bit. So that is it. Let's see where this rate will take you. Onwe ihe Madam Origin na-ekwu ọsị if how does she say it? If it happen, I will know. Also, no, God is not there. Also, no, let me know how God. Madam Origin, how do you put that phrase? If this thing happen, Mama God.
In fact,
I want you to say that
when I saw them name, God will not be mocked. Because he will not be mocked, he must deal with them.
There is that word
God will not apologize to Sodom. That's why he will deal with them.
Thank you. That is the word. And again, if it happened, you know that God are not unknown. There is a way you normally use that phrase. I've forgotten. That no problem. Let's see how far you're gonna go. Thank God.
It's a matter of time.
It's a matter of time. And the one Nigeria happen. Ị ga-erikwe n'ego Peter Mba a ga-esikwe n'aka gị pass ego a mana ego a ya ekugbu ị gaghị dị ndụ rie ego a.
The man some people they put no in Enugu State. Some Enugu
State bụ onye anụmanụ and ya na Peter Mba used him initially when Maazị Simon Ekpa talks in parable at times o nwekwa o si ekwu okwu in code. Mana obulu like in isobeli. Now I begin to understand that code hangiara in enuko. Mwa hangia ya down. He says something on that coded something. Peter Mba was the one they used. And Peter Mba is onye Enugu State. And this Anumanwa is the same. So that was the channel. And before this man I saw it and I gave somebody the real imprint. That's the day I see this man on a screen, the first day there are fundraising. And when he was about to do what he did, so what he did was not hidden. God used me. I told the nearest person about this man, Andoma. So I am not even scared what he is doing. Ọkamoto sepụta ọfụma ka aja ala Biafra ọpụta full time and ya ha karị ndị mere. O nwere one word Maazị Nnamdi Kanu kwuru. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu sị na ya bụ the indestructible and na ya dị and o nwere ka o si kwuo okwu ahụ o mepịa nghọta ihe o kwuru that at this moment anyị nọ na ya, as many that stretch their hand out from the sepulchre. Fana ife na-eme, Malami na ife na-eme, Ifeanyi Uba na ife na-eme, ndị mini ndị nke nala azụ na ife na-eme. So I just thank God for everything. As na onye mmụọ chọrọ Igbo ha ekwe a na-esisi nsị. I like what is happening. Go and market Maazị Kai, mana nro ka ntinye gị na voice. You will see ihe ị ga-akpọ ya mgbe ọ ga-eme si na ngwa gị, the clash of the titans. Put it down. Clash of the titans. Ọ ga-adị behuge. Yes. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Thank you, River Goddess.
You know, a time will come, but Hagachi is Zoishiha. Then they will start selling themselves up, because all of these criminals and most of them are just, Jahiris. A lot of them when Shinohanike, nothing. It's just, that is why they can be brutal. They can eliminate lives. Because number one, they want to cover the old one they commit again. But when things blow open, you see that these ones, they will not turn against themselves. We'll be watching, they'll be eating themselves up. Now they here.
We will be watching. Do you know the funny part? The funny part is that in the camp of Madam Mene, let me see. Ugo, Madam Mini destroy Ugo one side, or Kwakagienko one side, it will be one corner. Then the next person of Uzogarana Potopoto, there's a go now, and I am about their writer. So God is dealing with them.
Surprise of the week, yo.
Oh, dislocation.
When they find out who did this, because these people, that's why it is good. Do not be a follow. No matter how everybody have their gifts, especially that the one that called herself a Koba. That one, I pity that woman. Because why I do is that with all that, she put herself into what. How this thing is like everybody, they're looking for who to become Judas. And she made herself available and became the Judas. Because it was so, even when they were going to say, Judas would be like, this man, wait, I don't see him disappear before now. And he will disappear. By the time I point him, he will disappear, not knowing that it wasn't like as usual. So all of them when they find out how they were deceived, because this woman was, I get it, she felt hurt, and being a person that not, when I mean education, when she is on the base, let me use the word, she's on the base. Anybody on the base can turn anyhow. It can be the person can easily go low. When she was in that place that she's vulnerable, they hit her hard. They came and gave her this beautiful escape, not knowing that it is a hellfire they are sending her. So when she carried the whole thing, they run her mouth everywhere. So, but the person that did the cooked up the deception, did they have Fandironya? They go eat that person raw. Because a lot of them were deceived. They were deceived and used one or two blackmails, then set them up. All of them ran. and they thought that is going to destroy Ngozi Oreboweze, and they didn't know how God just from nowhere raised people for her, because it's not Ngozi Orebowele's mandate. It is the 50 million people's mandate. It is God's agenda. So you can't be hitting a rock. The Bible said it. There is a rock. If you hit it, you shatter in pieces. If that rock now decides to fall on you, you're grounded like powder. So there is no way you can ever. It does not matter how they try. They cannot. It's impossible. You see this in trend they have no. Journey to doom.
Madam Origin, biko ewe n'iwe. Ọ bụkwa Maazị Kayosi mmewe n'iwe. Ka m jụọ gị, as many that this rock fell upon, ka ekiru n'anya defa, where is Mrs. Gwongworo? You understand?
Yeah, you know, one thing I always want scripture, and I like it. You know, I like scriptures. Some people call it Bible, but it's my mouth. He say, why do they heed and rage and the people imagine event thing? He say the kings and the princes, everybody they gathered. They just gather. I say, see this God. It's too quiet. This God is just. We know what we are going to do. They gathered against God and against his anointed. The Bible said God sat down and was laughing at them. And when he not do one hand, all of them fell inside hellfire. That is where they are all going. You know, and they think they can pocket God. You know, haven't you seen what they are doing? Somebody will now come in the morning and start doing rendition, start the prophesying. In the evening, he start throwing eggs. Who are you deceiving?
And that person say, "Oh, say my get 10 toes, or get 10 fingers." Saying, "No, I am a real man of God." You understand? But that man for tomorrow, where piasa for the bull, or not by the grace of God. What you don't know is bigger than you. Yeah, inbox. Onye nwere onye na-akwali egwu ya ha ghọta the benefit of onye na ọ bụrụ ma akwa just by the grace of God happy ha okay na-aghọta. So let me Rafucha. All go isi ndị ụfọdụ. Onye na-adịrọ spiritual.
You think don't take me where no.
As I you know say I know too no na I ask
they go hear them. They never cheat anything. Let peace reign. All these things these people are doing. Hanafukwande Cameroon. Let peace reign for 1 second. Let peace reign. Gini ka unu na-azọ dị? Ka ihe unu na-azọ? Power tozo na-achị igbu unu. Yes, abụ m chief of leader of ụmụ nwanyị in my own territory. Ọ mụ abụ onye na-aga emezi ndị nke m na-lead. Ọ gịnị bụ nke a? Lead rie nnọọ gaba, mana lead well. This thing is too much. Agbachi unu nkịtị unu ekponye mmadụ sansana n'anya. Thank God na anyị ji akwefu asị na onye bụ igwu ka ewu na-eso. Madam Ngozi Oreboweze, I thank you so plus so. Ịgbadoro ọkpa na ọ bụ na ndị a napụrụ anyị certificate time ọ bụkwa mama m nnukwu ọ sị na certificate certificate ọ bụ na this isi kpaskom mgbe ha kuchikọ the website they were able to get certificate anya anyị ji na-eme ọnụ ịma na nke anyị na-eme agwụna asị m oge nkere ka certificate iji wee bụrụ APN kedu certificate iji
I'm going to for me.
Fiji. Yeah. So ekele dịrị nwaanyị ọma ya gbasi ike. Nnamdi Kanu cry no more. Simon Ekpa cry no more. Biafrans crying. That thing that you are looking for, we've got it already. You understand?
Next time,
Thank you very much.
how I know I boss.
Oh, Madam Origin, that would have been the place. I got it from Ketrobiati. Initially, see that Finland where nata. Nwoke bịa mee akaụntụ gị gbara ije gbara ajereja. Nwoke gị bịa mee nke anụwa. Okay, ka eme meeting ihe a gị jide website. Chọọ ya gbasịa ihe niile. Madam Ngozi Arabeza na-achọ ka a ga-esi wee penetrate enweta data nweta information. Anụmanụ m na ya na-aba amahụ kedu ihe a na-akpọ computer illiterate ọ dịghị nke ọma. Chineke gị nyere anyị aka. While you were sleeping, God delivered his people. Ime katasị na this man ji the main suffragette nsogbu adị ihe a mụ na gị ga na-aka anyị ga na-akọzi. So ihe a na-asị ụfọdụ asị gị I am waiting for Maazị PM to come back. Maazị PM ịgbachara ka ụkwa na platform gị ịgbachala otu esi agbacha ụkwa gbachachaa ya kwuruchelu gbaa egwu dị na ya ka ị na-asị ya you are waiting for him to come back. Ọkọ mụzi media nnede.
That was the same thing.
Oga. Hey! Chukwoti kabiama. Eji mofu akwa na aka ni dre ma kwinshi ige somu. Akwinshi.
Remember I give play you worker.
That is I'm hearing him. Also, he had to be she. Even this one among them, Kegara and Kubele, Nkeji Afa Haga Ubelo.
No, COS.
Okay.
COS Kenen and Amoa.
Okay, that is I hire na.
Just Okwala one is good TV. Okwala one is Remedios. Kwa one is why is such a Kwa Okwala one is on that camera. QTV, Remedios, why is such a Kenena, Moa, and COS.
Kai, the law of magnet. You know the law of magnet? Law of magnet. When a magnet phone, if I get you a magnet or magnet, or no where any contact to magnet, will it magnet?
Not at all.
Or magnet. That's why we say that there is nothing that can jikota darkness and light. And there is a principle in the spiritual realm. When you want to do somebody evil, you will send forth whatever you want to send forth. That thing will go forth and hover around. And when that thing hovers around, it did not see anything that will make that thing to rest. That's why the Bible said that a costless cause cannot hold. You know what that thing does? It will not come back to you that send that message. You understand me? I went and I hovered around. I did not see anything that will attract me to where you send me. So I am coming back to you. When that's what we call like a kind like boomerang. Or biazi opaloche we bia no de we kwabago kunisi. So light attract light, darkness attract darkness. Iron sharpeneth iron. That's what the Bible said. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah. What these fools don't know is that that's why some of them, when you look at this one, look at him, then he will tell you he's a pastor. That means he has a mixed spirit. And these people, they are they are a danger to themselves. He is a danger to himself. The principles of life, as it were. Why our people succeeded is because they have a covenant of Ofo Naogu. And these people lived back in those days, our parents, even they walk barefoot, they use piece of cloth cover themselves, but some of them live 100, 120. That is because they were abiding by the principles of life. This was with mixed spirit. When Mami Water come in knock for head, every of the spirits, this one riots. Their life is full of riots. And they don't know what they're doing to themselves. I feel sorry for them. And like Mazekai, next time I'll punish you. I'll just be 1 week without coming to you, because today, this one I don't want to talk about them. I don't want to do it. It's you.
Ngwakachifo.
Boy, I hear him where water flow for.
Shallow water that runs deep.
Hey, on that run, we shin there when he handles them.
Ojidere Pedro si na ọ na-awa anya. Ojide nnọọ nature innocent face ya anya, ọ mara na ọ ijele. Ọ sị, okay, I am waiting for you. Aga m eme gị ijele na-eme ọkụkọ ma omi itinye na mbelede. Pedro kwete na ọ na-eme. And ebe Pedro gara mara na Pedro abịana. And Pedro will not forget you in a hurry. Pedro will never forget you, even in his dream, or remember your name.
Come on, I like come on in and wait for these people. It's not so keep blended like them. It like it more. Mari hate the Ezioku. If your problem. Asem ke kai ke su ni na make you even the Igbo. Na man if and make it no man if no why can you. Na mpota da mba wo camera. Say ke imana why can you say like where they go.
Atamia ọ karịa mma na o repent before, because nna ha echeki Pedro kịta ọ ma ha ịma na ihe niile nwere ike ọ bụrụ ya egwuregwu ọ gaghị ama na isi ya ekopụwe ga ekopụ. So
yeah, I said that no mind na my platform they threaten me. Nobody is threatening you.
Because you know nobody is
threatening you. It's just that you maybe your own understanding wicked the idiots switching or the like that if you to you now is okay. But after another person, if in a cable or you don't know awesome that na twash na if I na couple you know I just put na where I was a nation. And I was a nation under what? Say again. No can they go get maybe neighbor Maria, maybe now some you just need more clarity. But not the go my if you I don't know I mean I'll be able to guy because which is true.
On my phone, you know
on my phone.
Yeah.
Somebody put on why now get that now what they can even I direct now that support where na created accept na notice na no if I image be fit with you number the can and say already mas number the can no Nigeria government arrest at 2015 on a chapter gini kind of mogi one okay before gini kind of mogi have na their compound Boma 28 so you cannot just capitalize na cash no if I name I don't support anybody killing anybody or or any violence or any criminality, kidnapping. It's supposed to, but give me that I support. So I don't support any evil. Or what of the damn Igbo? The Igbo is very bad. How can you kill somebody? That our people need freedom doesn't mean that we need to kill people. But get with it, that's not if focus on one thing. No, that goes with not the wrong. You got that go? Not the very wrong. Hey, Amadi goes there.
Good evening. Good evening, sir.
I greet you.
You're welcome.
River Goddess, and make a good evening, ma'am.
There we go.
Mama, who do you know? None of our grand came when I get you. Yes, so I have one
Mazikai name so good tonight. I'm me him Maria today. He just
because it's been a long time, Mazikai has not seen you. So yeah, I'm with Ezekwana again. We make you one. Him and Alan men are total. You understand? So, yeah,
he knows I refuse. So he how he got me into talking about these people, I hail you, Mazikai. I respect you on that.
Goddess after. Goddess so when you jolly.
But Madam Odija Okupachago go already self. Not so give pattern the West the thing.
Kasango ye bona wewe.
You man has language.
Let's allow Amadi to talk.
Yeah, Mr. Kai.
Let's hear from you.
Considering the current events,
Which of the current events? You mean your new prime minister?
Just sorry, a moment.
Okay.
250. Okay, I'm back.
I don't know a new prime minister.
I will go back here. So considering the fallback just as I said before, Nanke and Dan Simon some hours ago, I'm saying a welcome development, a good thing, because they have shown that they have created their own group.
Yeah.
At least we now know that they are not part of what PM is doing. And I believe they know that PM will soon regain his freedom. And it will be a shame when PM comes out, they will be expelled. It will be a big shame. So they have already created their own group so that PM cannot expel them, and they may be fighting against him openly. So they have already created their own camp to fight against PM. It's a good thing for people to understand that those people are not genuine from the first day. They are not genuine. So with that, I'm happy.
I am happy, my dear. I'm happy because there's no other argument. You want to go?
Yes.
So that's the end of the argument. On a day, mama, they could never work. You couldn't focus in here.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Okay, not. Let us not forget that this guy told the Vision 555, the actually able prime minister, which they later denied at that early stage. Ugo 247 said that Vision 555 told him that Ogenkere informed him, Vision 555, that he would like to be prime minister.
Yes.
To lead. Remember that saga?
Yes. I can remember.
So that doubt, that denial, how we worked at that time, there's no need to deny it anymore. They have actually validated that.
Yes.
So uploaded today, and he said that he told the Vision 55 that when PM was still here.
Take one more.
PM was still here.
Okay. After the invitation, yes, of PM.
After the declaration Anata from Lati. So that was when it happened.
No,
and that was when
according to Go 247, Vision 55 told him, Nawata, okay, before declaration. After he didn't after because if you want
Madam River got to see Lati, but after Lati, not
after Lati. After everywhere now.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, Mr. Public, but okay with this conversation. From to my own understanding. If I go, you can tell where before because she said that after the declaration, we'll go 247 and 555. We're no longer talking because of.
It's a good thing that they have created their parts. So I let them go, and I believe it will be a big problem for them in the future. But people now, if someone is in doubt of what these people have been doing, the person doesn't need to be in doubt anymore. They are no longer with Simon, who is our PM.
All the obvious. So
for me, even when I saw it, I was so happy that these people have left finally. LS gas station or what? I don't know what his name is. Elias. At least we also understand that he parted ways with his boss, Moran Global. For him to start a new
Moran Global, Shibiko all he has toiled for years. One be Sabado,
Madam River Goddess. I guys mepe our own lobby firm.
Na bika chọ mmadụ etomonga biko ihe mma bụ needle na ihe mma bụ needle ya ịgba ọgwụ na
mkpụrụ. You don't need to be a lawyer to open lobby firm.
Mba nke karịrị m mana nke ọ ya bụ mmechi anya ị na-ekwu okwu mmalụ nke na-eme ya atomonga biko.
So what are you afraid of?
Imagine the afraid of. Ọ bụrụ ụzọ gara na pọtọpọtọ si na ya chọọ ego ọbara. Relax. You see, because who don't want 10,000 a month? I got you, my dear sister.
I got a solid today, man. I can do it now.
My dear, okay for the long run. Okay for aka na abụ ya awụ mmadụ okwu aka ị ga-asị na mụ gwara gị ọ bụrụ onye Nnewi ọsị na mụ gwara gị aka na abụ ya awụ mmadụ okwu aka ọ bụrụ ọsọsọ Simon ya ejele ha ebe ahụ yes
Amadichi gozi man unu anọ na me. This one on do no man well.
All depend ihe mmadụ na-eme no like ọtam nọ n'ọrụ ugbu a ọ dị tụrụ n'ezie then
ị na-arụkọ ọrụ hapụkwa
a na-achọ ihe mmadụ ga-eri no mmadụ na-achọ ihe ọ ga-eji welekọta onwe ya
kemgbe mma every now and then ị nọ n'ọrụ ụbọchị na-ezu ike
Mondays ka m na-anọ off Mondays.
Maazị Kaya ga-eji gịnị wee kwụwa bill ọ ya ndị dịka isi kpaskom tinyere anyị n'obodo anyị nọ because ọ bụ na isi kpaskom apụtara most of us kịta anyị so ọ ihe eji akwụ bill ịghọtago
unu adịgodo m short sọsọ ifunu ga-eme unu ga-aga go wig with this one with long hair because
Why did you not even wear longer hair?
This guy this guy is
Go out. Why did you not even wear longer hair?
I'm cascade no alone, but I'm going to do that. Never come up in other. Una contact. Okay, I have an idea. Unu contact Ejiofor in other.
Ejiofor.
Yes, if I Ejiofor. Okay, Luna ka those skin.
Okay. Okay, on that kind of white level now.
You want that? You check it there.
Hey, nah, I look at you.
Una show we got na okay na mobile boss no gele go na. Church canon camera di sharp.
Eh.
Would this be okay get you rush you yeah.
Okay, nkere unu na-ekwu okwu ya kwa m fụrụ ya o nwere one day mini meeting na African store nọ na azụ ihe na all African store lekwe ya bata ịma mla ya n'ihu immediately si onye onye mma
Dedo ọgụnwa onye rụrụ ọrụ ọgụnwa onye capture na foto ya ahụ na-efoto ya bụ na on African store ọ ya nwa bụ this rugged G na ọ gị capture ya ihe ahụ
the guy himself even though they look more presentable
in an African store because he was behaving like somebody who is scared.
Yes, on again oh
my God.
So
and on the store about 1 minute yeah.
Yes, so I go agege bread. Go a few things. His car parked outside. Yeah,
Yes. Water kai for our house and water.
River Goddess.
So again,
I'll picture Kego Sigio. You know, I call him if you or no video you watch.
Video.
Video, yeah, I follow me. I don't know.
Okay. More picture
the only time when I bet the guy go there. All look presentable na video. More presentable na video than na mother. All this is on name. All this is on name. More question. He stop here. How many on the man? Now the line has for nothing.
Oh, conscious.
He cannot win the race. So, own idea. He cannot win it.
Najida afụfụ anyị tara wee ifukwara ude afụfụ anyị tara wee fọ n'ishie Baltimore ifukwara ude oche ifukwara ego anyị tara afụfụ ọkụchie ye na-edi ebe ahụ were emere ebe ya paranta para imo. Oh God. Nke fọrọ ọnụ ọ bụ ichi ka gara na-agbasi ATM ha na ama anụzi onu nke ama mma ya na ha esele ọpara nke fọrọ ọnụ tinye na moto jewe Washington
some of them they wish you with their if offers away and I was a ppm. Nkiru was agitating the other day. Okay, I found a room of the thing. Or put publicly good that she will not take it. Or the Caledonia get that and this guy is not backing down. Take that 6 hours after conditions to break it out. Take a 6 hours if they congratulate nah, yeah, I can't monitor. I can't monitor his baby. Yeah, units. You can't for all the ghosts.
Always go on units BP had now. Before he made this exercise, when we're $400,
you need to change. You're going to powder now. Only use foundation.
And the dirty Ford or cannot wear.
Only my program. Give only one person can have a command about.
Oh, yeah,
that Betty Ford the electric mannequin. It can't move, it can't shake you. It's gonna be there. I don't think even though if again quit, she won't quit.
No, somebody figure what happened. Some people know why when they ndị tolo from Ifojo. I don't know how. I'm just saying in general. Like, oh, imagine told Ifojo in Awata. Yeah, we body Ifojo also na here. Somebody is talking.
On the background, I'm sorry. On the bottom. Go ahead.
So somebody told me Ifojo. Yeah, it depends. It distance so we are from Ifojo na here.
Oh yes, that's true.
But we can with conscience. Like among three of them, Nkiru and the Eunice BP and the Betty Ford. Nkiru Kafama. You heard that one?
Oh yes. Yes.
I have to be ready to you. Man, if this Nkabo Betty Ford. Betty Ford Bondi Wiki no that like in a good bar na turn on myself. On na justify it is DJ and all for me.
Maazị Kai, o nwere onye m na-eche broadcast ya aka m afụbe ya. Ana m eche Maazị Akwa because Maazị Akwa sị na ya dị ndụ ofu ATM ozuo ike so ama m kụrụ n'ọfụ ha echiche chiri ama m ọfụ ha echiche chiri.
It's 50.
Maazị Akwa obe ife ọbụla no otisi gbakwa atọch ka mmasị ịgba atọch wee na-afụ ọbụna ya na pastị ya nọgodo ekwu.
Onye ọzọ ga-apụtakwa nke enu bụ mbekwu mmadụ abụ because ama m ihe ọ ka na-eche so a ga-echinye ya ọ ga because echi onye nke anụ ochikwuo nke ọ ga-echi ajarịja o wee zuo oke then the game
onye nke afọ dị very cunning na ọ dị very very cunning ọka oge mara ife but ana m anụ na oge bụ ya someone agwa m na Oyabia State. Amadichi goes all the work in the reason. But Madam Origin and River Goddess, Kekusuma no Enugu State. Like to me, somebody Kunyamoya, no Oyabia State.
Oh, I don't know him. I have no idea where he came from.
Okay.
O nwekwara ike since ọ bụ oge nkelekwu bụrụ aza ya anya ọgụ bụrụ automobile so anyị ama anụnụ ma ọ bụ 3 of them 3 in 1.
Okay, na-ekwu na aza ya ọgụ nwere ike ịbụ from Enugu State oge kere from Abia State.
Ọ ya ka na ọkwa
I did not see that one coming.
Okay. 3 in 1. So,
as I go from Enugu State, you get from Abia State.
And they man all gwala na bụ 3 na enwere na bụ billionaire in Nigeria, bụrụ trillionaire in America. Kwe man o kwuru ya.
Apụkwara m aka. It was that one. Apụkwara m aka.
Agwakwara m aka na ya tara ahụhụ. Ya ga-atachazi ahụhụ. Ego ịmakwa ego nwa enunyere onye. Nsogbu adịghị. I thank God that we know better. That's my only happiness. You know, we learn from the past and we learn very. We learned 100 over 100% well. So onye si ka apara igwe ya ọ ya kpacha anya hapụ igwe ya apara ya. Nobody ga-apara igwe m while I am still mụrụ anya mbanyere. It cannot happen.
Hey God. Because other guy guys we can get on ayabanyana.
At least ọ dị ka ya eje ọlụ n'ụtụtụ echi.
Na ọ dị ka mama na mapụ mama. Okay. That's okay, Vicky. Thank you so much.
You've tried. Madam Origin. Good
Madam Origin.
having you.
Madam River Goddess, once you're here, you're like light. Once you Bataha, the whole place was.
If we get that in Kunan, Madam Origin have validated girl.
Ibatahara Bandiara Hana.
Quanto? 25.
Now you magnet me, Madam Origin. I wanted to go dot my bed and put my head down. So, but at least it's good. Every time, all work and no play makes Jax a dog.
I know.
So at times we put a little humor to it, okay? Then
this night is just interactive and it's once in a while.
From me to you, sleep well. Sleep
the same to you. The same to you. Thank you so much.
Madam Menangos, I greet you. I salute. This your face is smiling.
Good night. Oh, she's such a beautiful lady. Oh,
yes, very beautiful. I can. All right.
Thank you, Madam Origin. Thank you so much, Madam River Goddess. God bless you. Mazakai, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. God bless you. God bless you.
God bless you. Have a good one.
Take care. Take care.
Daniel,
I greet you. You are just coming, I believe. I greet you. So, my people, before you go, make sure you like the video and subscribe if you are new. Madam Origin, good morning or good evening your time.
Yeah, it's good night.
Good night to you. Take care. God bless you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.